Damn, Frankie, it's been a minute, dude. Even the last time that we recorded a podcast, like you were the guest.
Yeah, it's been a few weeks.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Does this make me a recurring guest on the pod?
You are officially a recurring guest on the pod, man. Like,
Wow.
Do you have any thoughts about your last episode?
I think I could probably done better. I didn't even listen to it, but I know I could have done better from the feedback I got from the homies.
What'd they say?
They said I needed to get closer to the mic. They couldn't hear me at times.
Mm.
They said I needed to just like be a little bit more clear in my points.
They're
Just
like, speak up, motherfucker.
Yeah, like pretty much constructive criticism, which I appreciate.
Right.
Like,
And it's funny because like when we talk and we're chilling and drinking, like you're a good talker.
I feel like I am. Yeah.
You speak well. You're eloquent.
Damn, thanks.
You
Appreciate it.
You have intelligent thoughts. You know, I'm over here just all with my ADHD, fucking looking at my phone half the time when we're recording. It's rude as fuck.
Nah, it's all good. But
Yeah, man.
I try to at least have something of value to say because I talk a lot, so I should be saying something.
Yeah. You know what you can do right now is walk a lot.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Cause now you're like me. You done fucked up your ankle.
Welcome to Sunday League Podcast. You know we can talk trash. If you ain't with it, you can fall back. Welcome to Sunday League Podcast, the podcast. Welcome to Sunday League Podcast, the podcast. Welcome to Sunday League Podcast. You know we can talk trash. If you ain't with it, fall back. Welcome to Sunday League Podcast, the podcast. Welcome to Sunday League Podcast, the podcast. Podcast.
What's cracking, you fucking bush eaters, and welcome back to SLTP. It's been like 6 weeks. My name is Bowski, your favorite professional Sunday leaguer, and I'm back with my motherfucking recurring guest. Recurring guest co-host.
This is my third time. Yeah, let's go.
The tech poppy, Frank.
Yo, what's up?
My motherfucking manager. the king of kings.
Fucking.
You have long hair.
Yes.
Jesus Christ had long hair, according to you know what I fucking heard the other day, dude. Well, before we get into that, how are you?
I'm all right. I could be better, but
chilling.
I'm good.
Yeah, your ankle's fucked up.
Yes, sir.
We just played in a Moneyball tournament over the weekend. What day of the week is it? It's fucking Thursday. You know I fucking hate Thursdays. I wake up grumpy as shit because when I go home from work
and say fuck.
Yeah, I wake up I'm like fuck, man. Because when I get home from work, I know that I still got to go to sleep and I still got to go back to work. You know, so that's why I don't like Thursdays. I'm Mr.
Nah, I feel you.
I'm Mr. Grumpfish, bro, as my wife likes to call me. But we played in a Moneyball tournament. Your ankle's fucked up.
Yes, sir.
Tell me why.
Fucking rounded first base. Fucking field wasn't the greatest in the greatest of conditions, I guess you can say. I don't want to talk shit, but fucking just twisted it up and then knew automatically something was wrong. But just one of those things, man. Like, it happens. It could happen on a nice field.
Yeah.
It just happened that this time it happened somewhere really not.
It happened at a field where you could justify why your shit got fucked up.
Yes, sir. It's just one of those ones, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man, definitely, dude. And like, whether it's a nice field or it's a shitty field, motherfuckers strike out all the time. And when fools strike out, the defense goes around the horn. Let's go around the horn. What are you drinking?
Fucking Diet Coke and rum. I can't remember the name you told me.
Diet Coke and rum. That's what we're sipping on. Thank you for coming by the infamous Pop Studio, by the way.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Just to mention where we're at because
nobody really knows.
Because this is where we are. Yeah, shout out to future videos, hopefully, for the pod. But Diet Coke with some Gosling's old rum. I think it's like
pretty solid.
It's their top shelf rum, I think. Their family reserve.
Damn, you pulled out the special stuff for me. I got you.
Pulled out the special stuff. That's what she said. I wish I had the soundboard, but my child wanted the iPad because she's crazy. It's funny when you got here. My kid and I, my little one, we went to go get some food. We got off, and I'm like, "Hey, say hi to Frank. Frank's here." And she actually said hi to you.
Yeah, I know. She usually fucking can't stand my ass.
She looks at you. She's just like, ugh.
Mean mugs me. Yeah, like, what the fuck you doing here?
She looks at you like she's in first class, and you're just walking by. She's kind of like, gives you like an up and down look, like, ugh.
Like, fuck out of here, peasant.
Yeah. Grimy ass motherfucking peasant. He's like, ugh. That shit's funny, man.
He's a fucking character.
But yeah, man, came through. Fucking limping. Now you're limping like me, so
yes,
so it's like Shorty the pimp with the limp. All right.
Fucking having a hard time getting around, but it's all right.
Yeah, man. Welcome to your old age.
Yes, not too. But it was a fun weekend, though. You know what I mean? Got to play ball with the boys and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude, it was a blast, man. 2 days of baseball. Ate some pizza.
Yes, sir. Baby Boys.
Ate some Baby Boys. Fucking
shameless plug right there.
Yeah, dude. Baby Boys is fire ass pizza, dude. We actually also ate at a Baby Boys. That's a fucking tongue twister. We ate at a Baby Boys when we won the firecracker back in July.
Yes, sir.
We ate at the one in San Dimas, but the one we ate at this past weekend was. Where we at? Wherever the fuck Whittier Narrows is. Whittier?
I think it's
South El Monte.
Yeah, South El Monte.
South El Monte.
We went to the poverty fucking Baby Boys.
The poverty Baby Boys.
That bitch looked shut down, my boy.
That shit was dope, dude. Like I like those. I like those like it's more for lack of a better term, it's more intimate.
Yeah, it looks like one of those old burger joints that they just converted into a pizza spot.
Yes.
But it just looked closed because they had all the Halloween shit still up. Mm-hmm. And I was like, is this bitch even open?
Right, it wasn't open. I think they had just opened or some shit.
Yeah, just
because we went at like 11 o'clock on
on
Saturday.
Dot.
You ordered the beer tower and shit.
Beer tower, yeah.
You mentioned that they just like retrofit an old diner. So you know the Sizzlers that's down the street?
Yeah.
Well, that used to be down the street. What's a Shakey's now?
Yeah, for sure.
So we took my daughter there the other day because she wanted some pizza. You know, shout out to my daughter, by the way. Her happy belated to her Ruby. She's 9 now.
Damn, kidding.
Crazy dog. Fucking kids, man. They just fucking get old and
get old.
They get old on you real fucking quick.
And we get old on ourselves.
We get old on ourselves. But so we went to the Shakey's, right? And so we're walking up. I look at the doors. And it still had the Sizzlers doors. Because you know how the Sizzler had like the SS, but it was like smoke. Like they're supposed to... yeah, so like it was clever little artwork, right?
Yeah.
But it's still on the door.
That's
like
pretty funny.
Because it's like etched into the door. Like so it's physically there. Like it's not painted on or nothing like that. And so I'm looking at it. I looked at my wife like, they didn't change the fucking doors, these lazy fucking bums.
Bro, it's S for Shakey's, bro.
I guess.
No, I mean,
yeah.
It worked.
It's Shakey's.
Why get rid of a good door?
That's bacon. It's bacon. That same morning, as a matter of fact, my wife cooked a whole fucking bag of thick applewood bacon. Oh my fucking god!
I'm glad somebody got to enjoy that.
It was crispy as fuck. She made them in the air fryer. She made them in the air fryer, and she forgot to. I always tell her every single time she forgets. So pro tip: Take your raw bacon before you cook it and like drag it through some flour or like dust it in flour, and then put it in the oven or in your air fryer or whatever. Fuck.
I don't like bacon, so you
don't fuck with bacon, dude.
I don't fuck with bacon. Fun fact.
What?
I just don't like it.
I mean, okay, so it's kind of like when I say I don't eat pozole or menudo because
that
shit's gross. People look at me like I'm fucking crazy.
Yeah, because you're brown as fuck.
Yeah, you're browner than me, to be fair.
Yeah, but you're pretty brown, bro. And your name's Ralph Felix.
Yeah, they made a movie after me. It was called Wreck-It Ralph. The 2 characters. Come on. You can't make this up.
That's very true.
Yeah, it's like
I'll let you have that one.
It's the perfect combination of names, man. But some quick housekeeping since it's been
a minute, yeah.
It's been about a month and a half.
The fans need it. The fans
want it. The fans need it. Let me see. Congratulations to the Major League Baseball champions. You know, it would be rude of me to not mention that
the Dodgers,
the most of our listeners' favorite team, the Dodgers of Los Angeles. They finally won a legit World Series, so can't knock them anymore. Congratulations to them.
It's like watching my ex-girlfriend win a championship. That's what it felt. What? That's what it felt like watching Shohei fucking out there celebrating and shit, motherfucker.
That's funny.
But you know what? I'm happy for that fool because he deserves it. That fool ate shit for 6 years.
Yeah, that's fair. He put in his he paid his dues. He paid his dues.
Yeah, I mean,
they definitely didn't win because of him. They got there because of him, but
yeah, for sure. He did not do well, but I think he was just pressing probably.
Yeah, definitely. To be unbiased, they were clearly the better team.
Oh, hell yeah. The Yankees had nothing for them.
The Yankees were trash. It should have been Cleveland because that was my pick, and that's the only reason why it should have been Cleveland. I think they would have matched up a little bit better.
I think Cleveland probably was the better team, but funny that.
But they decided to suck, dog.
Baseball's just that way, man.
It's already been too long since that shit's happened, so it's already like I don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah, not
like,
for sure.
People are like, because Bowski, fucking certified Dodger hater, right? For the record, it is kind of the Dodgers team, but it's not exactly the Dodgers team. Like there's certain fans out there that just make the team fucking unbearable. Like,
No, yeah.
like I don't want to hear your fucking bullshit because like most of the time I know more than those fans.
No, yeah. Well, I think we've talked about this before, and I think we've had these conversations, and they're casual fans, but I think the way I like to phrase it the best is it's hip to be a Dodger fan. Like, everybody's a Dodger fan.
Right.
You see it on commercials. You see it on TVs. Your favorite rapper's a Dodger fan. They got Kobe.
Yeah.
Like, repping the Dodger stuff.
Bro, even fucking baseballism, dude, and I'll tell you why. I could be wrong, but I don't recall baseballism doing a World Series champion merch drop. Like, in the last few years. Like, unless I'm fucking absolutely wrong, then, like, correct me, but I can't recall.
I'm not that big of a fan of baseballism like you are, so you probably know best on that topic.
I like the hats. Like, I'm a big fan of the hats. I bought the baseballism PF Flyer, like,
you got the tan
collab
ones, right?
Yeah.
The gray tan, whatever.
Like gray tan. They're so goddamn uncomfortable. The irony, dude. But I also wore them to San Diego, and we walked around like over there by like the harbor or whatever, where the sailor's kissing the girl statue. Around that area. You never been to San Diego? Like,
no, I've been to San Diego, but I can't recall the name right now, and I'd rather not guess wrong.
Oh, there's like a big ship, and it's a museum there.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, that shit, like by the naval base or whatever the fuck. Anyways, yeah, I was walking around that area in those shoes. Worst decision of my life. Yeah, so fuck me. Yeah, so cause we were taking some family.
I don't feel bad for you.
No, you shouldn't. We were taking some family to. They were going to the airport over there at CBX.
Okay.
Crossing, or is it CBX? Crossing Border Express?
Yeah.
Like, is BC? No.
Yeah, it's like
CBX.
Border Crossing Express or some shit.
Yeah, it's not SBX, right? That's the bus in San Bernardino.
Yeah.
So then it's CBX. And we dropped off the family, and then we came back. So the wife and I were like, "Oh, quick little mini date." So we did that, and I was wearing those fucking shoes, and I was wearing the wrong socks, so my ankles are just like getting shredded from the inside of the shoe. So we're walking around, and like I looked at the wife. I'm like, I need to buy some socks. And so I kid you not, dude, it was meant to be, because I'm looking around. Skechers is right there. I'm like, if fucking Skechers doesn't have socks, I'm gonna blow my fucking brains out. So we walk in. Sure enough, they had some socks, dude. It was my day.
They have more comfortable shoes too.
That fucking dick. Fair enough. But I stuck to the shoes.
No, yeah,
and
for sure.
So like I have like an imbalance in my feet, so my shoes already like shredded from the back. Like when your shoe, it's like when your foot leans to like one side.
You fucking murder the edges of your shoes. Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, dog. So that's why my heel hurts, dog. like whatever bullshit I got going on.
It's a combination of being fat and just having a fucking imbalance.
No bullshit, man. My homie Jonathan was like, "Where's my fat fuck friends?" Talking about me.
Yeah, nah.
And so
I watched some video of me this week, and I'm like, damn, boy, you put on some weight. Gotta fucking slim back down.
So, bit of housekeeping. Dodgers World Series champs. Congrats.
Yeah, whatever.
Where's Juan Soto going?
Mets, probably.
Mets? Okay.
I would say Mets because of the relationships there. I can see him being a Yankee, but I feel like they don't have enough sazon. If that makes sense.
1,000%. Yeah. They don't have any sauce. I like that. They don't have enough sazon.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, Judge is cool and everything. Stan's cool, but they just don't have that.
Judge is a square, bro.
It's weird to just like.
It's
he needs to be around other Latins.
Well, they have Glaber.
Yeah, but the whole thing is that, like, even
they have Volpe.
That whole organization's set up to win in a certain type of fashion,
right?
And like he's allowed to be kind of.
They have Jazz.
Yeah, but the whole thing is even Jazz now is like a toned down version of himself. He still has that attitude and that pizzazz, but he's not like he's not like what he was when he was with the Marlins.
I can't stand his face.
You know what I mean? Like. At least in my opinion.
He's probably a really cool dude, but I'm over here like, ugh, he's a Yankee now.
Yeah, he seems cool, and I think like with anything, it's all perception, right? Like you can have a certain perception of somebody. I'm not that invested in the players. I'm more invested in like team's performance. So
right.
And I just wish everybody the best. Like for example, if they decide to trade Mike Trout, love Mike Trout. Pretty much lifelong angel so far.
I mean, in a way, you've kind of gone through that scenario already with Shohei.
Yeah.
So,
but even then, like I tell people all the time, we won without them. We can win again without them, with them, whatever.
The Angels are cooked, bro. They're not going to do anything for the next 7 years.
Probably the next decade, my bro.
They ain't going to do shit.
The only way
this message goes out to Mason McGarvey. The Angels fucking suck ass.
To be honest, in being a realist, like, unless they absolutely just somehow put a scrappy ass no name fucking team out there, I don't really see them doing much because they're trying to add all these old dudes. And trying to like really like try to make something out of that.
Right.
And it's one of those
there
things.
There you go. Talking to the microphone.
Yeah, my bad. I was trying to take a sip of my drink.
Okay, so with the Dodgers being World Series champs, kind of glossed over this. There's this fucking Sunday League team out in the Valley. They are called, their team name is the Valley Red Sox.
Okay.
Now, they fucking keep sending me all this Dodger shit. I don't know if they listen to the pod. If you are, let me know. I don't think that they do. Because they would know that I kind of, I run the Instagram account. And they would know that I just don't like Dodger shit.
Yeah, for sure.
He sent me some shit about that the high five, that the Dodgers invented the high five. I'm like, no. Like, I think that's myth. That's probably a myth.
And even now we're spending too much time on this pro baseball shit because this is Sunday League the podcast. So sending Sunday League the podcast.
Fair enough.
Dodger shit is crazy.
But the tie-in is the Valley Red Sox. So,
okay.
I'm just like, can you please stop sending me this shit?
Yeah, stop. Send them Red Sox shit. And even then, they'll probably ignore you.
Dog, they're the Valley Red Sox. Like, Jesus.
They should have just been the Blue Crew.
The Blue Crew. Oof. Yeah, we'll get to the Blue Crew. Let me see. Speaking of Sunday League shit, the CBA Tigers, they won the San Fernando Valley CBA championship again.
That's Tony the Tiger's team?
That's Tony the Tiger's team. Shout out Tony the Tiger.
Yeah, we've seen him this weekend.
Yeah, we ran into him.
Hella cool older cat,
yep.
OG.
He was playing for the Vets League Tarahumaras.
Oh, okay.
Tarahumaras. So, do you know what a Tarahumara is? You look like one.
A fucking Indian, I'm guessing. Native American, my bad.
They're Native Mexicans.
They're
Native Mexicans because they're Mexico. I only know about them because where my dad's from, they're kind of like concentrated around in there. They're like these super athletes. There's a whole book on them and everything.
They fucking throw spears and like.
No, they don't fucking throw spears, motherfucker.
Fucking like slingshot rocks over there.
Oh my god, no! Like they're like super athletes in the sense that like. They can marathon all day long, all day, every day. Like they run everywhere they go, no shoes. Fucking.
Oh, okay. So that type of athlete, my bad.
Yeah,
I thought meant more like Aztec, like ball court type of athlete.
The Aztec ball court, that's something else.
Yeah,
that's something else. That's
you got to be some type of athlete just to even make it out that bitch.
Yeah, if you don't. But Tony Tiger, man, he I could hear him out. I was like, who the fuck is saying podcast shit? And I'm like, there he is. It's fucking Tony.
Yeah.
I walk over, say what's up, and right away hands me a beer. I'm like, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Gotta love the fucking.
Can you tell me what kind of beer it was? Do you know? Do you remember? I remember.
It's one of those little round shits. I can't remember.
The barrilitos.
Barrilito.
You can only smuggle them in from Mexico. Not really smuggle them, but you know.
No, yeah.
But yeah, dude, it was good. Saw a lot of the fellas out there at the Moneyball tournament.
You should be really careful with smuggling in Trump's America now.
We do not speak politics here, sir. Let me see. Just more housekeeping. Hold on. We'll stop.
I'm just fucking with
you. I know you are. Let me see. San Fernando Valley Baseball League. The Park Bums, they win again.
Nice.
Congratulations to the Bums of the Parks.
Damn, is it a dynasty for both them and the CBA Tigers?
Yeah, I'd say so, man. Congrats to them, dude. Like, they're always a solid squad.
They should disband them.
They should have played in this Moneyball tournament. Just saying. It would have been cool. It would have been really cool to see. Let me see. We had over Veterans Day weekend, we had the Moneyball tournament. There was another tournament, the War Dogs.
Oh yeah, for sure. Shout out to War Dogs.
Shout out to the War Dogs. And they played against the Cage Monkeys in the championship matchup. And congrats to the Central Coast Cage Monkeys for winning.
Oh, they took it.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, Randy Smitty. That's the manager, Randy Smitty. They call him Smitty. I'm pretty sure it's Randy Smith, but manager of the Cage Monkeys. They were all out here in our hood, and we're like going in the opposite direction to go play this Moneyball shit.
Nah, that's cool.
Yeah, so congrats to them.
We should probably shout out Lamb, Milo.
Hold on, I'm getting there.
Oh, okay.
So same day, same weekend. The Fontana War Dogs hosted a wood bat and metal bat home run derby. Couple winners. Let me see. I think in the wood bat round, only There was 3 guys that hit only 1 home run. Be better, guys. Come on.
Nice. Much action.
So who was it? It was Aaron Lambert of the Hammerheads, Money Milo, and who was the other guy?
I can't remember his name.
There's another guy.
This taller white dude, athletic.
And this taller white dude that was athletic. They were they were all tied for first, and they somehow figured out their what do you call it? Their placing through coin tosses.
Damn.
Kind of sucks, but
love a good coin toss.
Jesus Christ, love a good coin toss. But congrats to them for actually hitting one out. You know, but hitting more out next time.
Yeah,
that'd be a lot cooler.
I'm just gonna assume the wind wasn't in their favor.
Yeah, 1,000%, man. There's another home run derby coming up, being hosted by Burrito Gloves. Burrito has been
Brito or
Brito,
like
Mike,
burrito?
like Mike Brito, not burrito,
Not burrito.
not burrito,
Not Brito.
Brito,
Like Brito, like
Brito.
No, it's burrito.
Burrito. Yeah, they're hosting a home run derby with like pros and shit.
Oh,
It looks like it's gonna be a nice big
I think
event.
there's like a high school kid in there too, right?
Yeah, there's a good handful of guys. Go check out Burrito Gloves Instagram account for to see who's participating in that. So it's a good amount of dudes.
No discount codes here though.
It's gonna be held
Shameless
Saturday.
plug.
Yeah, for real. We don't have the discount code, sorry. But
Don't ask.
But if you go over there, tell them Frank the Tank and Bowski sent you
From SLTP.
Yeah, from episode 211. Did I say it was episode 211? Jesus
I
Christ.
think it was 211.
We should be at like episode 225, bro. Like
Yeah, but
something like that. But I've been lagging. All me.
Moneyball tournament
I
shenanigans.
took full responsibility for my bullshit. Hold on, there's more. So that's gonna be November 16th, Saturday.
For sure.
More details can be found on the Burrito Gloves Instagram. Next thing, let me see. Swabble playoffs. Swabble, that is Southwest Adult Baseball League. That's over there in like the Menifee area.
Okay.
Menifee, Marietta, all the
Got it.
that
region.
That region.
We know somebody out there.
Isn't
right?
that like cow country or is that Norco?
No, that's Norco. Well, I don't really know if anything is cow country anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think Norco, Ontario, all that shit is like demolished now, right?
It's fucking
that's
gentrified. Or
that's
what?
yeah, it's definitely like that's Norco,
Cut the cows.
Ontario. Because if you cut through Ontario to get into like Chino, that's all like dairies and cows and all that shit.
Some of it's still there. I know they downsized it a little bit for housing,
Mm-hmm.
but no, I think technically, depending on how deep you go into it, you might start hitting wine country, Temecula wine country, and all that stuff. But
that's way further down.
yeah,
That's way further.
so it's farther than that, or closer than that. Then okay.
Well, yeah, it's through Ontario. You're talking like.
No, I'm talking about Swabble.
Oh yeah, it's maybe just before that if you're taking the 215. So who is in the ship? God damn it, I think it's the Bashers.
Oh, okay, that's a good name.
Yeah, the Bashers. Oh yeah, it's the Bashers and the IE Brew Crew. So the IE Brew Crew, that's they used to be in New Scabble.
Oh,
and they left.
What are they now? CBE or some bullshit? What's the new acronym for New Scabble?
California Baseball Empire.
Oh,
great name change.
marketing.
I don't know, man. Yeah, marketing's fucking fantastic.
That's a strong name, like Max Power.
Max Power.
Or Chuck Steele.
Oh shit, Chuck Steele's such a great name.
Fucking great name. Kind of disappointed I didn't get to see him in action this week.
Seriously, such a great baseball name. But yeah, always go Max Power. Why the fuck are we talking about that league, dude? Jesus Christ.
Because I just found it.
Because your motherfucking fault. I don't know, man. Power of Habit book. People like consistency. Maybe read that book and take some notes.
Fucking do better.
And apply what it tells you to do. And just fucking be better. Anyways, I'm pretending to be smart here. Let me see. So we got the tournament. We're gonna talk Moneyball last. We're gonna cap this off with Moneyball. We did have a competition that you were present at a couple weeks ago. The Glizzy Goblin.
Oh, goddamn.
Shout out to fucking Mason and Lupe for
completing the challenge.
Lupa Dad Bats. Everybody knows Mason.
Glizzy Gobbler.
He's a fucking glorified glizzy gobbler. Extraordinaire. He ate one in one bite. Wild.
Lupe or Mason?
Mason.
Oh, goddamn.
Yeah, they dared him on the Instagram Live. So I'm pretty sure we recorded it. So I would have to go back through it. So they both won. I'm a little bitch. I tapped out in the 6th inning. I was over here talking shit like, I got this. But
well, you did yourself in, though.
Yeah, so I was going to say, like, this is not an excuse, but I could see how I could have struggled. I was drinking the 16-ounce beers. A very easy beer to drink.
Yeah.
But, which is why I chose that beer. I'm like, well, maybe the 4 ounces won't be as bad. Yeah, I was, 8 innings worth of beer into the 6th inning.
Yeah.
So I think that's what did me in. So, like, there was no balance. There was no balance for me. So that's kind of where I fucked up.
Yeah, you needed to find.
So I tapped out. And then there was a moment where I was distracted and I needed to slam one of the beers. So I slammed it, and I think that's what fucked me up. I was like,
yeah, you didn't really keep good pace like everybody else did.
No, my pace was pretty bad.
And then Lupe is fucking a monster, so he didn't really need a pace.
No, he was just like trying to get way ahead. It's like, bro, it's like, slow down, like pace yourself. You know?
I could have probably drank 9 beers in the first 5.
Yeah, easily. He could shotgun all of them. So yeah, shout out to them. Shout out to our homie Javi for coming through to watch. Shout out Andy Cordova, manager of the Young Guns.
Oh yeah, he was there too.
He was there. He came through to. He actually took us up on the invite, like the open invite. He's like, I want to come watch baseball and drink beer. So he came through, hooked it up with a hat. Nice.
Oh, that was a nice hat.
Nice ass Young Guns hat, bro. Like
who plays for the Young Guns that we know?
Your boy Alec.
Alec.
My boy, your boy.
If you're hearing this, keep my jerseys back, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna need that jersey back, bro. Yeah. We need it. Oh, it's 2, huh? It's 2 jerseys.
2 jerseys, yeah.
Fuck yeah, we need them. So shout out to Andy. Shout out to Lil Rube, aka Little Rub.
Little Rub.
Jesus Christ,
that's pretty funny.
He was hounding me about being on the pod.
Oh,
for
obvious reasons.
For the Dodgers World Series victory. I'm just like, well, I would, but I actually had shit going on, so.
Dad shit.
It was dad shit. I couldn't do it. It was my little one's birthday, actually. Shout out to her. She's 3. Fucking menace.
Dude.
Is she not? Like,
she's hella funny, though.
Right now,
she's not my kid. That's the thing that makes it funny.
No, yeah, that's actually true. I could see that if you, like, from looking at it from the outside in.
Yeah, she was, like, guilting you guys earlier. Just walking away with her head down.
I know, dude. That shit was funny.
Fucking
I'm
funny.
like, who the fuck does she think she is? I'm just like, what the fuck? You know, she's crazy. Also, congrats, Lil Rube. Confirmed 3-time sex haver.
Oh, 3 times.
His 3rd kid, his 2nd daughter. So his little one was just born. Congrats. I don't apologize for your loss of sleep now. Again. But yeah, man. Healthy baby. Beautiful.
That's all you really want.
Beautiful little girl, man. So shout out to Lil Rube. Do
we have a name?
Well, I'm not gonna say the kid's name.
No, I'm just saying, like, do we have a confirmed name?
Yeah, we know a name.
Okay, I thought it was gonna be some weird shit.
I wouldn't say it was weird.
Like, is it baseball name?
It's a girl. No.
Okay, thank God.
No, I mean,
his wife would kill him.
What kind of baseball name could you give a girl?
Jackie,
what? Last name's irrelevant, I guess.
I don't know who else has like
Jackie. Oh, yeah, Jackie's the one.
I know there's been like a Lindsay and like I want to say it was a pitcher, but like there's been very like gender neutral names out there before. Mm-hmm. Jackie being one of them.
Yeah, he could have went Jackie Ryan. That's his other kid's name.
But yeah,
Nolan. Shout out to Nolan.
Nolan's cool as fuck, man.
Yeah, kid's a menace. He runs everywhere, dude. He's fucking wild. Dude's quick. Faster than Lil Rube will ever run. That's for sure.
I think he already has longer legs.
Definitely. Let me see. So Vets Day, tournaments, home run derbies. We on the Swamp Donkeys / Rialto Gators had picture day.
Oh yeah, that shit was cool.
We had picture day, which I was a little disappointed, not with the product. I was a little disappointed with our team.
Yeah, the lack of effort.
The lack of like wanting to take pictures. I was just like, dog, like we won a giveaway. Like, get your stupid asses out there and take a picture. Like,
do something. Yeah, even the Mets got a picture in there.
Even the Mets got a picture. I was just like, what? Like, how?
Yeah,
it's like, of course the Mets got a picture. I love the Mets.
It's the Mets.
Homies. Yeah, that's my homies.
Just most hated.
The most hated. Yeah, I remember there was a time where I was a Mets hater. I think they were just like they were barely fresh on the scene, and like I think off mic I'd be like, man, fuck them kids.
I don't think I've ever hated them. I can't say I was a big fan of the way they carried themselves at first, but then I realized how old I was getting.
Right.
And I'm just an old head now. And like,
you kind of are, dude.
So it's just one of those things where like, but no, all the Mets are cool. Like,
I fuck with the Mets, bro.
I know people won't agree with me, but like for the most part, I have no issues with them. I think they're all pretty great ball players that, you know what I mean? They just carry themselves a little bit different and people don't like that shit, but too fucking bad, win more.
Straight up. Let me see. So, giveaway was hosted by Sports Pulse Digital.
Shout out to them.
Yeah. Shout out to Kevin. He, the photographer, came out. He's like a photographer, videographer, like does dope ass commercials and shit.
His setup was crazy,
dude. He came out with like lighting rigs.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like, whoa.
Well, that's what kind of created that shadow effect, even though there was nothing.
It looked like we were playing at like at dusk.
Yeah,
that shit was sick as fuck, and it was like 8 a.m.
Yeah, no, yeah, and some of the pictures fucking came out sweet, bro. Like
yeah, dude. So like, I actually need to do my part and like post it.
Yeah,
I'm a terrible. Did you take pictures? We got our like our group picture.
Yeah, I think I just got the group ones just because we were running a little bit behind that day, but. Yeah, I did jump in there for a few of those.
Yeah,
they came out sweet.
Oh, those. Yeah. The group pictures they came out hard. We look hard. Like imagine if we hit as hard as we look.
Well, I don't think. Yeah, that's true.
You're like, why would it say all that? Like, yeah, no, it's kind of.
Well, I hit. I don't know about y'all.
I got hot at the end of the season, bro. I got 9 of my 10 hits in the last. What, 5 games?
Yeah, I'm just
something like that.
I'm just giving the boys shit.
Stupid. Yeah, no, you always give me shit, bro.
It just won't.
If the day you stop giving me shit, I should worry.
I'm just gonna retire.
Yeah, I know.
You know it's coming.
Yeah, no bullshit with your fucking limp. Let me see. Other than that, I feel like I'm missing something, but we're gonna move on to let's talk about this Moneyball tournament that was hosted on Veterans Day weekend. November 9th and 10th,
yes,
hosted by the Ramirez Baseball League. Shout out to Ramon y Ramon.
Yeah,
his kid's name's Ramon. Right? The two Ramon. Ramon Senior,
Ramon Junior.
Ramon Junior. I actually got to talk to them. It was rather refreshing because like I was talking to the dad a little bit before we left, and like in a way, like he kind of reminded me of my pops, and I was just like yeah, like I fuck with all this vibe here. Like it's dope as fuck, and
Well, yeah, like you got to respect somebody that's making and like putting forth that effort to get all this shit off the ground.
Yeah,
I know people have their fucking complaints.
Oh, for sure.
We even hear it in our league about Big Sam and how he runs things, but you always got to respect the fact that they put a lot of fucking work in.
1000%, man. And like the league, our league, for example, FBL has been around for a long time. You know what? I guess for us is a long time in a way because it's been around since 2008.
Yeah.
Something like that. So we're approaching 20 years.
Yeah,
it's crazy to me.
And then they have their hands in like the one that was there before. So it's like continuous. It hasn't been Fontana Baseball League, but there's been.
It kind of branched off of the league that ended up folding. Yeah, which is you could say the same for the Aztec League over in Ontario. Which I think they're going back to Woodbat.
I hope so.
I hope so too. You know, because that's like a lot of those fools like probably listen to the pod. I don't know. Listenership's down, so they probably don't anymore.
Well, if it's not real adult baseball, if you're swinging fucking metal, and
that's true,
and you can't really count the higher division. Like I understand that.
So would you say lower division is like scrub ball?
I wouldn't call it scrub ball, but
that's disrespectful as fuck. I shouldn't say that.
I don't want to say scrub ball because you're right. It would be disrespectful. I think the guys in single and double A, and even some of the lower divisions beneath that, like because I know they expanded some in some leagues and whatever. But I wouldn't call it scrub ball. I just think they have different motivation for being out there.
Right.
And some of those guys also didn't play organized baseball. but they do have a love for the game and they want to dabble in it, and it is what it is.
Right. Yeah.
And I think it's a lot of, to be honest, I think the guys that are like up in majors and AAA, a little bit elitist in the sense that they kind of look down on the lower divisions.
And that shows. It shows based off of what I just said.
Yeah.
Like, would you consider it scrub ball? Imagine if I said the shit that I say, like in real life, like it's fake life, right? But I gotta.
Let's pretend. Like,
I have to. Yeah, it is pretend because I have to like sort of filter myself.
No, yeah.
I say some fucked up shit sometimes. I'm just like,
Same
I probably shouldn't have said that. You know, and then I'll live with my regret later. But like, I have to look at myself in the mirror, and I'm okay with that. I can look at myself in the mirror, dog.
No, yeah, for sure.
It's not cute, but hey, whatever.
Hey, but it's one of those things, dog. I don't see it that way. I think like, man, those dudes are out there just having fun.
They're chilling. Getting their brewskis in.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You can't be mad at that shit. But, because then there's sometimes with some dudes in the majors and even AAA take it way too fucking serious.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it turns into like...
Guilty.
Like, there's a different type of seriousness that you have to take with it. Yeah, you want to do good, you want to do that, but fighting over dumb shit and like just paying people and doing this, all the stuff you hear, you're just kind of like, this is lame as fuck.
Oh yeah, when I hear about motherfuckers getting paid, I just roll my eyes like, all right, now you're making this boring.
Yeah,
1,000%.
Yeah, I mean, because then it's like, what's the point?
Yeah, you know who got paid though? The Charros de Jalisco got paid.
The Churros de Jalisco.
The Churros from Jalisco. They got paid. They won the Moneyball tournament overall champion. Shout out to them. They went undefeated all the way through.
Yeah, those fools are solid, bro.
They're pretty stacked up, man. We got their, I don't want to say their B squad, but we didn't get their full squad.
Yeah, scheduling.
To open up game one, to open up the tournament, I guess.
But B squad's nothing to be slept on, though.
Oh fuck no, those guys were fucking good, dude. Shout out to Lisinski.
Oh yeah, went 5.
He went 5.
5. Yeah, I want to say 5, and then
went 5 of one run. It was technically an earned. It was technically earned, but it was a sack fly that our center fielder fucking hosed the guy. He was clearly out. He also left the base early. He was safe from leaving the base early. They called him safe at the plate. I don't consider it an earned run. But in the book, it is, so technically.
No, yeah, but you know what? Those guys.
He fucking held it down in the shadows.
Yeah.
It was very difficult to see.
The way I see it, it's home field advantage for sure. Like,
yeah, they play that every week.
And I'm not saying like, oh, some type of conspiracy.
No.
I just think they know those umpires better than we do. Mm-hmm. So they know what they can and cannot get away with. And
for sure.
That dude left a whole step and a half, 2 steps early. And he knew that those umpires were not going to catch it.
Yeah.
And that's not his fault, because if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even want to say he was cheating, bro.
No,
he just.
But you know what I mean.
Like, he just knew.
He knew you take advantage of every situation the best you can.
Exactly. It's kind of like when you know the rules, like you just take advantage of the rules, bro.
Yeah, you just bend them shits
until they break.
And then you get caught up. But not like, couldn't be mad at it. I'm just
no, definitely, man. I mean, we went toe to toe with them for most of the game, and then ultimately, duck farts matter, bro, because that's what scored 2 runs for them to take the lead on a good at bat by the hitter. By the way, I'm not taking away nothing from the hitter, because at the end of the day, you still got to put the bat on the ball.
Off of DT from the Wops.
DT, bro, Danny fucking Torres,
savage, bro,
motherfucker. He's guapo. He's a guapo. His glove is guapo as fuck.
That gold one. Yeah.
It's a gold like gator skin. I'm probably not gator skin, but it was some kind of skin, like legit gold though, like shiny gold.
Yeah.
Gold plated glove. I think it was a 44.
Yeah.
Something like that. Nice. And I'm a glove whore. I was looking at it.
Was it a 44? I thought it was a Rawlings or something.
Nah, it was a 44 trapeze.
Maybe I'm just thinking about it because of the gold gloves and all that.
Yeah, dude. It was nice as fuck. And so he balled out, dude. He gave us a huge fucking chance to stay in this tournament, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So we lose game 1 to the Charros de Jalisco, and then we go in and play. Any shout outs for game 1 that you can think of? There's Lazinski,
DT. Well, let's go over our Gator, not Gator, like setup, because we had a lot of guys that had to miss out.
Correct. Yeah.
And we salvaged it by reaching out to friends, more like family.
More like family. Yeah.
At this point, and then
we bonded like a motherfucker.
Yeah. And it's like, it's always good to have like a good group of guys, and and they really did bail us out, because there's a lot of guys that had, either something going on,
Mm-hmm.
they were hurt, or they just couldn't make it. So like, and life happens, so it's not a big deal. But a lot of guys stepped up because I think on the roster there's only like 4 or 5 OG Gators. Like
I think it was like 4, yeah.
Yeah, so it's Marcus, yourself,
Oscar,
you, Mark,
and you. Okay.
Yeah, so it's
That's
5. And then we had a couple guys fill in. So for the first day we had Dustin Emmons playing first.
Stud.
Giovanni.
Made a fucking sexy play at first.
Yep. Giovanni behind the plate.
Giovanni Vasquez of the Cañeros. No bullshit. Dog, dude. Oh, my God. This fucking kid caught all 5 games.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Nuts.
Third base, we got the fucking Italian Stallion. Fucking
Salvatore. Manager of platoon.
Yes, sir. And then we have fucking Austin Peters holding it down at short for that first one.
Dog. Dude's an animal. He fucking wore one in the back. Still hurts.
Yeah.
He was complaining about it today. It's funny.
Who do we have at second for that game?
It was Austin.
No. Oh, okay. So
Austin played second.
Who do we have at short then?
Nick De La Rosa from the Mets.
In the first one?
First
yeah.
one,
Yeah, we did have Nick.
Nick De La Rosa of the Upland Mets.
Excuse me. It should have been Nick De La Rosa from the Mets and then Austin Dog.
Yeah, there you go.
Both dogs.
Both dogs, yeah.
Don't matter. Colby in left.
Dog.
Then we had
more like Gopher.
Fucking
outfield is full of Gopher holes. Holy shit.
Man, these fools were like out there just struggling.
Surviving.
Landmines like fucking everywhere. But then we have Marcus in center. Dog. Fucking Rowan right. Dog. You know what I mean? Like
that dude's like a fucking big Rottweiler, bro. Like his build, sexy.
And then
that's a sexy looking ball player.
That
man.
lefty swing is fucking amazing, bro.
That's my right fielder.
Yeah, he pulled off on a couple pitches that
we had a bunch of managers on our team. If you think about it,
yeah,
we're the manager of the Daddies. I guess that's me. And then we had Sal, Colby / Ethan. They kind of they're
Ethan comes into game too.
Yep, Roe. Who else?
Then me, I guess.
And there's your fat ass. I'm just kidding.
I'm allowed to be fat now, Doug.
You are allowed to be fat. I'm fucking Mr. Coach. Mr. Tank over here. I'm going to call you Mr. Cooch. So, who else was on our team? I can't think. Oh, yeah. You sucked that straw, daddy. Fucking metal straw. Shout out to my metal straws. They're good stirring utensils also.
We had DT obviously come in later in that game.
Dog.
Fucking dog. And then after that, nobody, I think for that first day, then Ethan showed up for the second game.
Yeah.
And then I want to say that was pretty much it for that first game that I can think of.
Well, Oscar's also mixed in there. My fat ass struck out twice.
Oscar, we mentioned him because we were talking about OG Gators. So
yeah, my bad. Oops.
That's why we didn't go back into that one. But no, yeah, and then Oscar fucking clutch, bro, just caught on base like he usually does and puts the ball in play.
Yeah.
Can't ask for more from one of your guys.
You know who wasn't there? Chuck Steele.
Oh, yeah.
Motherfucking.
I was looking forward to seeing Chuck Steele.
The Chuck of Steel was not there.
Just so I could put his name on the lineup, Chuck Steele.
I know, bro. What a fucking porno name. Just missed opportunity.
Yeah.
So, wasn't there.
So we lose the first one to the Churros de Jalisco.
Can't call him a dog because he wasn't there.
Yeah.
Damn it. Does another guy didn't show up. Was it?
Giovanni's brother.
Matt didn't show up.
Had to work, unfortunately.
Not a dog.
Matt. Puppy. Giovanni's brother had to work last minute. So.
Oh, damn. Not a dog.
So it's, another puppy, I guess.
But it's work.
Yeah, it's work. You got to let that slide.
Yeah.
But, no, yeah, then second game, we end up playing Winos?
Yeah, we played the IE Pirates / Winos.
Well, they're wearing Winos USC-themed jerseys.
I like that they went with a different name, which is the name is attached to them. But, in a way, it's cool when, teams go with their tournament names. So,
yeah.
If they stick to if they stick to the Winos as their tournament team name, I like that.
Yeah. And they were solid. They weren't
highly recommend that.
They weren't bad. It's in that tournament. But you also got so many people just coming out.
Right.
All the different names, all the people with experience.
Mm-hmm.
Was it the Charros had a few kids off of Dominguez Hill's roster?
Something like that. Yeah.
Or that used to play there. I'm not going to say they're on the roster, but that used to play there.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm not going to mention names for all you snitches out there.
Yeah. Basically the Serpientes tournament team.
Yeah. They had a fucking squad, bro. They look
good.
And I know, really the hater in me wants to be like, nah, they were whatever, but no, they were solid.
They were really solid. I mean, I personally, I feel like we went toe to toe, but ultimately, duck farts matter, and that's what did us.
And sometimes that's all you need too,
that's
man.
all you need, bro. A little skill and a little luck.
Yeah, and then just going back to the second game, like we ended up playing the AAA champion, who brought some other additional guys for the tournament.
Yeah,
looked solid.
Their starter started off pretty well.
Yeah, he just hit too many people.
He did, huh?
He hit like Austin.
He hit
Jovan.
Austin square in the back.
Rest in peace, Austin.
R.P. Austin's shoulder blade.
But
shit's probably detached from his lat, dude. The shoulder blade is attached to the lat, right?
I think.
I hope so, because
I'm
somebody.
not a doctor, bro.
I know Jonathan's gonna give me shit like, bro, no, it's not attached. Or Chris, Jonathan or Chris, fucking robot.
Yeah.
This dude's robotic as shit.
You know what? I don't think we mentioned Chris Wiltz at the shout out.
I knew we were missing somebody.
Fucking
right.
dog.
Dog, yeah. Robot. Dude's a robot.
Robot dog?
Fuck, Robo-Dog.
Nah, but fucking my bad, Wiltz. We didn't mean to leave you out.
Damn. And I was going to go to the group chat for that to see, like.
There was a few people, like. There was key people in there. For sure, Wiltz was one of them. He kept some of our other guys.
I want to say that he hit a ball. He hit a ball that went pretty far, no?
Yeah.
That was the play where Giovanni was running on first, and then
no, that was Marcus.
Marcus hit that ball, but
no, he smoked one to left, but the dude was playing pretty much. Right?
Yeah.
No, he was like playing at the fence if there was one.
Right.
So
he's camped.
So just to backtrack a little bit.
Oh, he's backtracking. We backtrack a lot here.
This tournament, very, very interesting and very, very unique in the way it was ran.
Yeah, the rule set up. Yeah, let's get into that. Before we move on to the rest of the tournament.
So, I'm not even going to delve too deep into the rules because the rules changed and then they made a couple of changes to kind of mimic more of an Arizona NABA type of tournament.
Yeah,
where
so our former manager,
Oscar.
Big O, without consultation, he put the deposit to put our Gator squad into this tournament, and I'll keep it real, man. Like, I would have advised no, like, let's not do it because it's going to be difficult to get everybody out. Sure enough,
I think there was a lot of back and forth. I don't even want to say without consultation. I just want to say there was consultation, but were we under the impression that we're going to wait it out a little bit?
Yeah. Okay. That's yeah, you're right.
And then we pulled the trigger, and it was kind of like a combination of just
the trigger was pulled because there was some urgency, because like there was a limit to how many teams can hop in.
And then
so there were 10 teams total.
You know who's not going to get a shout out? The two teams that dropped out. You know who you are.
You guys know who you fucking are.
But the rules were pretty interesting, but we'll go over the pretty much like the ones that
the
really
unique ones, yeah.
That impacted the games for sure. Was time limit was originally 150. So an hour and 50 minutes.
Yeah, crazy to me. At first I was like, what?
So we were kind of like,
Jesus
okay.
Christ.
So then with the two teams dropping out, they were able to push it at least 10 minutes. So 2 hours sounds a lot better than 150.
Right.
And it probably did affect a few games going from 150 to 2. At first, they wanted to do... And honestly, that's pretty much the only real rule that kind of like affected everything. I think everything else kind of like evened itself out.
Yeah, so the time... But with the time limit, there was a drop dead rule.
Yeah. Well, there you go. That's what it's going to lead to, and that's probably like where I lost my train of thought. But the drop dead rule means if you get to 2 hours, it was done. So if you're in the top of the inning and you're making a comeback, and it drops dead, it just reverts to
it reverts to the previous inning.
So when it reverted, if you were losing, that's it. You lost.
Yeah.
No ifs, ands, or buts. It was dead. Now, if you were the home team and you were hitting, pretty much drop dead. So if you were losing, same thing, drops down.
Right.
So it's pretty straightforward. The only thing is I think it caused some confusion, especially because the umpires were saying one thing and not clarifying or getting the proper...
Right, and it is the umpires' jobs to enforce the rules.
Yeah,
you know, whether they misinterpret them or not, like they need to enforce the rules. So like that's why I like the fact that tournament directors were on site.
No, yeah, for sure.
They were on site at Whittier Narrows, by the way.
Yeah,
which is another story.
Yeah, so pretty much that's kind of like the two rules that really affected. I want to say gameplay.
Yeah, double elimination bracket.
Double elimination, so meaning like you lose 2, you're out. So some teams did go 0-2 and were out the first day.
Yep. Shout out the Miles. Shout out the Winos. 2 and out.
Yeah.
Not talking shit. Just
way to rep the FBL.
Way to rep the FBL. Wow.
So you know what I mean. But you know what? It's the other factor to that was and what people are going to use as whether an excuse or maybe just home field advantage, like I said again, to the RBL teams, is the fields were not optimal. I know a lot of you guys are used to those smooth,
fucking dolled up,
like Arizona complexes,
PCBL fields, FBL fields.
Yeah, like
not Rialto High.
But so a lot of people were saying, oh, well, the field's this, the field's that. Well, guess what? We're committed. We're here.
Yeah, and we're all on the same field.
Yeah, so you can be mad as you want, but the other team was more prepared than you were. And whether you want to call it home field advantage or just lack of preparation, it is what it is, because you knew a week in advance where you were going to play.
Oh,
You should have gone out there, took some ground balls.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if you really want to prepare yourself, then you'll take your fucking happy ass out there.
Or somewhere similar or comparable. And to be honest, some of those dudes balled out. Some, I think I smoked the ball to some dude and legitimately just bodied it up and threw me out at first.
He didn't even body it, bro. Like, he fucking just read the hop, adjusted his feet, and he made the play like a fucking pro. I was like, who are these fucking guys?
And
crazy to me.
And you just got to give them a shout out for that. It's like,
yeah, bro, they made the play.
Yeah, you just got to tip your cap and then keep it pushing. But for sure, there's just it's interesting, and we still toughed it out.
We could have ended up playing, because we lost the very first game, we could have ended up playing 5 games on Sunday.
Yeah, which would have been nuts.
So
we're running a little bit thin just due to injuries, and
we played on field 3 for the first game. It's surrounded by trees, so there's shadows with the sunrise, sunlight coming in and out of the trees and shit. So it's hard to see the ball. But again, it affects both sides, not just one side.
No, yeah, I saw both sides saying that they couldn't see the ball at times just because it was coming out of the shadows. And
it's difficult. Pitcher was in the sun, then shadow, sun, and it was just fucked up, dude.
No, yeah, different variables.
But it's hard to adjust. It's hard to adjust for sure.
With all that being said, it was still fun as fuck.
1,000%.
Because it was just kind of one of those things where it's like, well, we lost the first one.
Yeah,
we got to battle back.
So me going into the tournament, first thing in my brain was, this isn't enough time to play a baseball game.
Nah.
It's not. And then you start playing the games, and it kind of is enough time to play baseball games for a tournament of that caliber, like a Moneyball tournament where everybody knows the rules and there's drop deads and shit. And so, in a way, it provides a different
urgency.
It provides a sense of urgency and just a different dynamic to
no, for sure,
to it. But you're still playing like traditional baseball and shit. And so you could tell teams and players were out there all right, we got to hurry up because we're running out of time. So I kind of like that.
Yeah, the pressure.
I didn't think I was gonna like it. I was instant hater. Man, fuck this. Let's drop out. That was probably my first thing. Well, but then they made it 2 hours, and I was like, well, how much baseball can you really get in 10 minutes? But it's a huge difference.
No, and I think it's just definitely the environment was different because obviously you kind of get spoiled in your league. 2.5 hours, that's plenty of time.
Yeah.
And even then, sometimes you don't even get 5 innings in because it's just a shit show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Especially if you're playing against the Gators.
For sure. Fucking Gator baseball is a weird conundrum.
It's a fucking
circus.
It's an enigma, dude. I can't figure it out. Because we got good fucking ball players on our team, dude.
And then just sometimes I don't know what
it
is.
Just shit the fucking bed. It's definitely not home field advantage.
Definitely not.
Oh, shit.
But it's one of those things where, you definitely were under pressure. You just had to, perform. And then, what was it? The first game we got 7 in. Second game we got 7 in. So, it's not the full 9 like you were used to or usually what's standard in, obviously, tournaments. Because I think it's all full 9, right, in tournaments? Unless you
the NABA tournaments have their time limits also.
Okay, but it's usually 2.5. A lot of times you'll probably
I think they do 3 hours, so you'll for the most part get
9 innings in.
Yeah.
At worst case, unless you're beating somebody, it's either a mercy or it just drags out for whatever reason. High scoring game, I guess. But it's just one of those things too, where it's we were moving pretty quick, and I didn't realize a couple of times. I look over at Big O who's taking score for us, and I'm like, hey, what inning are we in? He's like, it's the 6th already. We still got 30 minutes left.
Yeah.
And you're just crazy. What the fuck? All right, cool. Yeah. And then the pitching's a lot more, And because the umpires weren't terrible, I don't want to say, well, they were bad. I don't want to say they were terrible. They obviously also
there was
missed.
some was some that had some fuck. I struck out on a dog shit fucking call that was at my ankles. I was like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? It was like at my ankles and I was still in a hole. Like that's how low it was. Oh, yeah,
stupid. It's just one of those things where I don't want to say they were dog shit or anything like that.
Nah, they weren't dog shit. They were good. They were cool as fuck.
Yeah, they were cool as fuck, and they made some mistakes, but it's like it's Sunday ball, bro.
But they also kept the games moving. Like they were doing their jobs essentially. Like they were enforcing the rules. Sure, like judgment calls you're gonna get bad umpires wherever you go.
Oh yeah,
especially like in our world, you know.
No, yeah, especially because this ain't pro ball. This is like a bunch of schmucks on Sundays thinking they can still ball, and some of us can, and some of us can't. Yeah, but it's just one of those things where overall the tournament was fun as fuck. Because in the second game against the Winos, good game for the most part until they kind of just fell apart a little bit here. Got a couple clutch runs. I think Little O had a single to left, scored 2, and then just kept piling it on. I think we ended up winning 8-2. Mm-hmm. But it was a good game overall. Their pitcher came out, pitched pretty well for the first 3 or 4,
and then I think he just kind of lost control. And I think lost command of his pitches basically. Yeah. That's what I think. Yeah.
And then we don't know because he might have thrown in the first game. He might have played a position.
That's true.
I don't know if he was playing.
Could have been just tired as shit, gassed, hung over.
Yeah, a bunch of different variables, right? But then Marcos came in after that. We got a couple runs off of him. And then just pretty much waited the timeout, got him out. I think they came up.
Did we score runs on him?
I think so. We got like 2, I think. I want to say we got 6 on the first guy and then an additional 2 off of him.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
And then, to be honest, it was just one of those things where they ran out of time. We closed it out and there's like 10 minutes left. And it was already like the 7th and we didn't really need our ups. It started getting dark.
Yeah, and they basically called it.
Yeah, they called it. And fucking Ethan threw a complete game. Just fucking.
Per usual.
Yeah, shut it down.
My ace.
Yeah, just fucking dog.
Yeah,
for real. I mean, but it was cool. It's like
he pitched on a challenging mound.
Yes, very flat.
It was weird. It was wonky.
I couldn't see it really. I didn't even bother to go out there.
It was all dirt field. Yeah. Oh, okay. We played on different fields for this game against the Winos.
Played on field 7, right?
Played on field 7. I've heard a lot about the Whittier Narrows fields. Like, oh well, they're all dirt and the grass isn't ideal. Okay, well, we get. It's my child screams in the back. We get to field 7, and we see it, and we're like, holy fuck! Look at that. Look at the fucking outfield. After some beers.
And not only that, but after like 3 other games have happened on it.
I know, dude. Seriously.
And it's not like they re-dragged it.
No, they didn't have time. I give the tournament directors a lot of fucking credit for sticking to the game times.
No, yeah,
like sure. They were pretty fucking good about that shit. Like so, shout out to that. Like it's not easy to do to keep like hey, get this shit fucking going. Like so, I like it. Anyways, left field, it was just like the field at the other one.
Yeah, choppy trees everywhere.
Choppy trees, fucking, there's a power line. The fucking traffic is in the background off Rosemead Boulevard. But then you start moving over to center field. And then it starts to like dip. And there's like a little hill that goes downward. And then you go into right field and like that hill just kind of continues further on into the park. And there's no fence, obviously, still. And then there's a tree line. And so, like, it's not even warning track power that if you catch a fly ball out there, like, you're in a hole. Like, there was a ball it was like a sac fly for us that we scored the run. The right fielder was, like, in the Grand Canyon, bro. Like, he catches the fly ball, our run scores. But all you can see was the right fielder's head.
Yeah, he was at least 15
I was like, what's that head doing? What's that head running around out there?
Yeah, it looks like he was like 5 to 10 feet below second base.
Dude, I was like, am I still like buzzed from the pizza and beer from earlier?
Oh, man. No, it's pretty bad. It just...
Again, it added a different dynamic. I stayed positive about it because, one, I wasn't in the outfield, so it was very easy for me to stay positive. 2 is just, again... It's some Sunday league shit, and that's what I like really appreciated about it. Like, so I tried to get the better perspective instead of like just being Mr. Negative ass Bowski that I always am.
And you know what? We committed to it, and we just said, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna go out there, we're gonna make the best of this shit.
Let's go grind it out.
Yeah, so you know what I mean? We did it. Our outfielders did a great fucking job.
Fuck yeah.
And shit, even DT went out to left.
Made a game saving catch.
Yes, sir. And yeah, just it's one of those things where you obviously aren't in the best conditions, but you're still playing ball.
Right.
And we all see the videos on Instagram or YouTube or wherever you decide to watch these shits.
Yeah.
Of those Mexican dudes in like the Mexican like leagues in Mexico.
Oh yeah.
And they're like getting sandpits. Or they're just like random weeds growing everywhere. They're just and they do it. They go out there. They have fucking fun.
Yeah, it's like that field that you see in the movie The Scout when he's out in like the middle of God knows where. But I think it's Mexico. He's like in deep Mexico, like Yucatan or some bullshit. And there's a goat standing at third base. It's fucking trippy, dude. It trips me out. It's a dude, like he's in the stands and like some dude's handing him a turkey leg. Like, you want to buy it? He's just like, nah. But it was kind of like that.
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure, because I think going back to that, like, after we get that dub, now we know next morning we're playing at 8:15 against the Blue Crew.
The Blue Crew. Good squad, by the way. I that was actually my favorite game.
Okay.
That was my favorite game of the ones that we played.
And that game went quick, too. Like,
yeah.
It was one of those ones where by 10:15, I think we're already in the 7th.
Yeah.
Close to the 8th inning.
Yeah. We played a clean game, I think, right?
Yeah, for the most part, I think.
Correctly. My fat ass had to play the whole game on the field.
Yeah.
For once, like for the first time in forever. You ever seen that movie? Come on. Nah, you haven't. You haven't. You don't have kids.
Probably not.
It's Frozen, bro.
Oh, I know what it is, but I haven't watched that.
Yeah.
But not only that, but it's, and then we have a couple of the reinforcements come in. Obviously, Nick wasn't able to make the first one.
Right.
Because he had other obligations.
Which is why my dumb ass was out there. But hey,
we got JC.
I made my plays.
Yeah, not for sure.
Shout out to me.
And then we got another dog that showed up for
JC.
Dog.
Oh yeah.
Another Mets
It was
legend.
super emergency, like fucking last minute. I asked Colby like, "Hey man, like we need somebody, so like bring him."
And Nani stepped up, man. Fucking had himself a ball game too.
No bullshit. He showed up late. He showed up late. Like, I'm not knocking him, but I'm actually complimenting him because showed up late, and then first pitch he sees knock.
Yeah. And
he ends up going like 3 for 4 in the game.
Yeah.
And then he
gets super clutch.
And then he gets 3 more hits in the next game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we played the Blue Crew. Our boy Stevie was on the other side catching. Yeah. So that was interesting because like he already kind of knows how to pitch me. He can give me shit. He can give me nothing to hit.
Yeah. And then he's a Yaki. So he's familiar with us, like, because, you know, he sees us at least once a year.
Yeah.
And over the last couple of seasons, when he was with his other team, probably seen us a few more times. So he does definitely know, and he's aware of some of us.
Yeah.
But we did have the element of surprise with the tune.
I was very tight-lipped about our roster, by the way.
Oh, no, yeah, for sure.
I kept getting a lot of inquiries. I'm just like, oh, yeah. No,
God bless the tune, my boy.
Just our squad, you know. Just our squad.
Well, the whole thing is, even if they knew or they didn't know, it's like none of their fucking business. You know what I mean? That's
fair, yeah.
Like, it's cool. Like, you're bringing your team because you think you can win that shit. Mm-hmm. So why are you asking me so much about my squad? Why are you in my DMs asking me if my team's coming together?
Damn.
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
And there's a few people that did that.
No, yeah, 1,000%. I got at least 5 or 6 people that were asking. I'm just like, nope.
Yeah, and it's It's one of those things where it's like, dude, number one, I didn't even really know how it was gonna play out, because I think
we had initially a very different roster.
No, yeah,
and it still wasn't our regular Gators team.
No, for sure, it's like partially, like you know what I mean. And to be honest, it was what it was. Like we were gonna go out there with whoever, even if we got fucking spanked.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because pretty much we committed to it. Yeah. We said we were gonna go in it.
But all our homies, dog, like literally all of our homies. Fool, you forgot Benz, bro. Don't forget Benz. Like he's probably listening to this shit like, these motherfuckers.
Oh no, but like Benz is like, man, you're right. I did forget him, so I'm not even.
Benz is like our little brother, dude.
No, and Benz clutch too. You know what I mean? Shows up. You know what I mean? Extra body out there.
Yeah.
But that's another challenge that was presented to us during the thing. How if I bring 15, 16, 17 guys, hold on.
That's right.
Do I get all these dudes in 2 hours?
Yeah, exactly.
And then if I get these guys in during the first game, how do I get them in during the second game?
Right.
Without compromising, because the second game was a
winner, loser, go. Yeah,
all the games after the first one, pretty much winner go home, right? Yeah. So pretty much, if we lose, that's it, we're done.
Yeah.
I want my guys to get their playing time, because some guys, are making a drive from somewhere. We're making a drive from somewhere.
Paying their money.
Yeah. And for the dudes that didn't pay, it was because they were POs.
Right.
And even then, they still balled out.
Yeah.
I know I got more than $100 worth out of guap.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, yeah.
guap, fucking monster.
Yeah,
but
man.
it's just one of those things where, going back to that 8-15 game on Sunday, fucking guap.
Dude's a dog, bro.
Through
Holy fuck. I didn't know people still did that.
Yeah, threw during the first game.
Through the whole game. Through complete game.
Well, no, he threw the first game against the Charros. He came in to relieve Mark.
2 innings.
2 innings against the Charros. And then he comes back, and I tell him, hey, guap, Sunday's yours, bro. You got the start against the Blue Crew. Fucking shuts them down.
Yeah.
They pieced him up a couple of times, but you know what? Like, mistakes happen.
Yeah.
Wrong pitch call. And then there's a couple slap hits. You know what I mean?
He picked off like 3 batters, 3 runners.
Yeah. And
Dude's got a nasty. I was picked off from wherever I was standing. It's like, what? Wait, what's going on? It caught me slit. I was,
And it's just one of those things. And he gave Giovanni a chance to throw guys out.
Yes.
And that's all you can really ask for as a catcher is like, give me a shot to throw out the guy trying to take a
Dude,
base.
it was beautiful.
So
we played we did some beautiful things this weekend, bro. I saw a lot of fucking beautiful things.
So like DT goes out there fucking balls.
Complete game.
Yeah. So we get that dub.
Against the Blue what was the final score against the Blue Crew?
I think it was 6-2 or 8-2, one of the two. Or you know what? It was Winos was 6-2.
Okay.
And I think Blue Crew was 8-2.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Don't quote me. Don't fucking take it.
Yeah, and if you're upset about it, like the result matters
Bro,
at the end.
Yeah, we still got the dub, bro.
Yeah.
Don't matter if we won by an inch or a mile, dog.
Winning's winning. Winning's winning, yeah.
So it's nice.
Yeah,
But it's just one of those things where then we go into the next game. And since one of our other pitchers couldn't show up, a notorious Met.
Notorious Met, yeah.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, he was definitely. He was bye-byes for sure.
Yeah, he was a little bit incapacitated, so he couldn't show up. So I asked DT, I'm like, hey, we need somebody to open up this game. Are you down? He goes, hey, bro, I'm still warm. Let's go.
Yeah, because we had 15-minute gap in between games. Yeah. So there's that. So we had back-to-back games.
And then some innings are longer than fucking 15 minutes. So to him, I think to him it was nothing.
He was chilling.
He goes to his car, does a little prep work. What prep work you may ask, I do not know.
Who knows?
So comes back, ready to go. Throws the first 3 innings of the next game against the Dirtbags.
Crazy.
The runner-up of the AAA championship. He
brought in the FBL.
In the FBL, he like brings out a pretty good team. Mostly his core guys, so you got to salute him for that. And a couple additional guys that I don't know where he got them from.
I know where he got the Dirty Bird from. He got it from the Dirty Birds.
Yeah, that's the only one because he was wearing the uni. And then DT goes out there and fucking holds it down for 3 innings.
Yeah,
keeps us in that game. I think we're down for a little bit.
He was tired, man. I could see it. Like, they were starting to piece him up pretty well.
Yeah, and then to be honest, it's like,
I mean, you can't ask for more than that.
Yeah, like
you can't ask for more than one game, and he like happily was like, "I'll do it."
Yeah, he threw 10 innings in a row, pretty much.
Literally picked off like another 3 guys.
Yeah, so it was just one of those things where it's like DT goes out there, balls out, dog. Then
super dog.
Then we put Chris Filton right. And if you weren't aware, he can play right.
He can play right.
He's just not sexy for nothing. Like, that motherfucker can actually play.
Yeah.
So he fucking goes out there, makes a couple great plays. But during all that, the reason he had to go out there is because motherfucking Rowe had to come in and shut shit down.
Oscar Rodarte.
So kept us in that game, shut it down. We come up. I lost the coin toss, and I forgot to mention that in order to decide who was the home and away team, he had to do a coin flip. Yeah. I think I went 50-50 over the weekend. There
was the one against the Blue Crew. I think I did that.
Yeah.
Because you were like busy with something. So I just ran out there and they were like, managers.
Yeah, they're being annoying with that shit.
So I was like, oh shit. Well, I was just swinging my bat around and trying to stay loose. And so I ran over there.
Well,
and
technically, you're my proxy when it comes to that stuff.
Hell yeah. And so it was a legit coin flip. Like I looked at the coin, like it wasn't a half-ass flip. He like flipped it really high and it was like spinning and it landed flat on tails. So, and I let the other guy call it.
No, but so the Dirtbags ended up getting home field advantage on that one. Yeah. So we ended up scoring and then fucking Rowe goes out there and shuts them down.
Yeah. But it was a good back and forth game. Like they took the lead 4-2 at some point. We battled back to tie it up, and then I think we hit a sack fly. something.
It
like
was
that.
supposed to be a sack fly, or no? It was.
We took the lead for another run somehow.
Yeah, I think a guy ran in front of another guy trying to make a play on a ball.
Some shit, yeah.
Yeah, so pretty much an error cost them the game.
Oh, it was an error. Okay. Oh, the one in outfield?
Yeah, and left. He
Got
like
it.
ran in front of him,
Yeah,
even
yeah.
though the other dude was like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and I apologize, I don't know all your guys' names.
Yeah.
But
the center fielder and the left fielder, right?
yeah, so they just pretty much, I think they got crossed up on communication.
Center fielder's name, I believe, is DJ.
Yeah, Green, right?
Something like that. Yeah, DJ. Yeah. DJ.
He's the one that got picked off at first.
Yeah. Yeah, he got picked off. Shout out to you getting picked off, sir. we desperately needed it.
We appreciate you.
We appreciate it the fuck out of it.
So they made some mistakes. I think we played overall. Maybe our offense wasn't there for that game, but we played it pretty clean.
Yeah, there was an error here and there for sure,
but nothing crazy. I think one ball went underneath, but again, the fields weren't optimal, so
yeah,
it was either gonna keep rolling or it was gonna take a funky ass bounce.
There was a few double plays that we had turned in the.
Oh yeah, we turned quite a few.
Dude,
actually.
we turned like in the weekend overall.
I want to say close to double digits.
Like maybe like 6, dude. I think double digits is.
I want to say 7 or 8.
Yeah, I'll lowball it at 6.
I want to say high at 8. Let's go.
8, yeah. So like our defense, like overall, was pretty solid. We ended up taking the dub in extras against the Dirtbags because they tied it up 5-5. And again, like I said, like they battled back a lot.
Oh yeah, they didn't have die. Like they did not. Die.
They weren't ready. Yeah,
yeah, they were like ready.
They were matching our energy for sure.
Oh yeah, and then when you've played with your guys enough time,
yeah,
because I think
they stick together.
You know, and then honestly,
together.
I think that's. I don't want to say it hindered us a little bit, but everybody was still kind of new to each other.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like if we had a couple more games or maybe another couple more weekends where we did this again and ran it back,
it's different.
Yeah, it'd be a little bit different. I think we just start mashing because then we know where to put people.
Yeah,
and even then,
that's why I'm a stickler about our tournament roster. Like I don't like to have a high turnover of guys because
for sure.
you can't tournament bond that way.
No, yeah.
You know, so.
And then even then it's just chemistry too. Like we had to say no to a couple guys and I'll just be quite frank about it. It just wouldn't have worked.
Yeah.
And I just didn't want to deal with it.
Right. And it's not fair to the other players to waste anyone's time, really.
No, yeah, for sure. And then sometimes you just got to listen to your guys too. Mm-hmm. And by our guys, I just mean like, obviously you mentioned earlier, there's like 5 managers on the team. Mm-hmm. And this is my first kind of like dabbling, actually fully managing something.
Yeah. And congrats to you for having a successful tournament. It's not the turnout we wanted, obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
But we ended up...
we were no slouch, though. Nobody was like
slouch.
sleeping on us.
Yeah. We played that game extras.
We ended up winning it.
Because somebody had to win. So, I don't know. If there was a rule, that shit was not talked about.
No, yeah.
I would have to go back and look at the
Because people
rules.
were thinking it was going to be sudden death where first person to score was going to win.
Yeah, no.
But we just played the extra inning.
This ain't hockey, bro. Like, nah.
But they kept saying it. I was like, no, bro, it's not sudden death. It's going to be, we play an inning until somebody wins. They're the home team. Mm-hmm. We ended up getting a run in the top. Yeah. They came up. Yeah. Couldn't do anything. Rowe shut it down. Game over.
Yeah. There was a comebacker that Rowe stopped with his bare hand.
Oh, yeah.
It could have gotten through, dude. Like, I'm pretty sure it probably would have gotten through.
Especially on that infield, too.
Yeah. And he made the play, bro. And it was DJ to hit that ball. And the motherfucker's fast. Like,
so even if somebody plays it clean up the
quick ass little motherfucker, dude. I'm just like, how the fuck are you so fast?
They don't weigh as much as we do.
Yeah, that's true. I'm fat as fuck.
But, no, yeah, it's... And then, obviously, we get the win. And I just want to move on from there because I feel like then we got to get back to the toros. Now we have to run up.
Yeah, now we have to hop into our cars. I hopped into the truck, cleats and batting gloves,
so
elbow guard.
over there.
So you drove because you're still in the turfs.
Yeah.
When you drive up to the other field and took a minute to find parking. Which what the fuck?
Because everybody's there playing soccer or baseball,
softball, fucking
a bunch of shit.
It was terrible.
So then we find parking.
And walk a quarter mile to get back to the field.
Yeah, then
drove a quarter mile past the field, then walked that quarter mile back.
And then we walk it back, and then some of us haven't ate all day. So I stopped for 4 tacos and a michelada.
Yeah.
Because, you know.
Oh, you got the michelada? Shit.
So I come back, and then they already did the coin flip. We lost that one.
Of course.
So we're just like, fuck, okay, cool. We start going. These dugouts are tiny, and it's not like we could put our carts anywhere because the chattels are waiting to see who's the winner of the next game.
Yeah, so they're all out there. I'm just like,
yeah, there's nowhere for us to put our shit because they're out there.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying like, oh, I didn't trust them with their shit. It just mean like
There's no space.
There's no space.
There was no space.
The dugout's small. So we end up finding a way to put our stuff in there and cool, whatever. We get it going.
Yeah, because the umpire was kind of like, get your shit out of the way.
Yeah.
Like, well.
Now one play fucking ended up over there.
No, not
So,
one.
like, for no reason, really. But I get it. And then we start off the game. Fucking does not go our way right away.
Mm-hmm.
And it sucks because you're trying to move. You're trying to, like, get this going. And, you know, there's a couple balls that are just misplayed. And then a couple of them just found holes, like.
Lefty pitching with shades was random as fuck to me.
I don't think there were shades. I don't know if they were, if they weren't, if they're the transition ones. I don't.
Well, they were dark.
I couldn't tell really, and I wasn't looking at them that closely.
Yeah, I think they're like the ones you're wearing, like the Oakleys you're wearing on your
Okay.
head. They were similar to that, which honestly, dude, like the guy needed them because the sun was completely in his face.
It's one of those things where, and then give or take, he balled out too. He was like pretty nasty lefty, like
fucking lefties.
Not overpowering, but he was mixing it up pretty well.
Yeah,
curveball, like slurve type of pitch.
Yeah.
And then he was throwing like some form of a change of splitter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if
like a tumbler.
Yeah, pretty.
It was effective. It was effective
to
say the least.
They got up early on us. Got one back.
Made all their plays.
Yeah, and tough team. I think they had a couple dudes that looked like they could have been our dads.
Yeah,
like homies.
Dude's mashed.
I think one of them had been drafted by the Dodgers like back in the day.
Yeah,
and then the other one like played at UCLA for a year. So like they're legit. They maybe look not legit.
Yeah,
because they're older now. Yeah. But them boys could ball.
But now they got man strength.
Yeah,
you know,
because like a couple of them ripped a couple pitches like right at people or like in the gap, and I'm just like, goddamn.
Right.
But it's just one of those things where it's. You go out there and you don't know what to expect really.
No. And we went back up to field 3.
Yeah.
Fucking field, dude. That shit's a trip.
And it was our third game of the day.
Yeah, third of the day.
And then we're running thin, like I said, pitching starting to run low.
Yeah.
Guys, like energy starting to run low. And like I said, there's no break, so nobody had the chance to eat.
Had we advanced from that game, bro, like I don't know who's pitching.
I low-key think like one of us is going to have to throw just to have something out there.
Just to have somebody out there.
Maybe Sal, because I know Sal throws a little bit.
Sal couldn't even make it there.
Oh, you know what? Sal didn't make it. Shout out to Sal. He got a little.
Dude was throwing up like a motherfucker.
Not only, but he like worked through it because I know he wasn't feeling that great on Saturday either.
Yeah.
And fucking went out there anyways and still balled out, but had family duties that called him on Sunday. But you're right, Sal wasn't there. I'm over here thinking Sal was there.
Yeah, that's where we were shorthanded.
Yeah, then maybe Colby, maybe an inning here for Colby, an inning here for Marcus.
Yeah.
We'd have had to piece it together. I know Bro was supposed to start that game, but here comes fucking our savior, Dustin Emmons, and this game against the Toros, because after Emmons, we didn't have anybody. Really.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Rowe could have gone again, and
such a long break. I would hate to do that to him because
it's 1,000%.
Let's say we do win that game against the Toros, which we didn't. They ended up eliminating us. I think the final score was 3-1.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think the official score was 3-1, but we ended up playing like
an extra,
like those extra like 4 minutes, and they scored a run there. But time ran out. Score reverts to the previous inning. So sorry, Toros. It was 3-1.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where it's just like that was just a tough game too because you're coming off. They played one, but they didn't have to be there. I didn't think they got there until like 10:30 that day.
Yeah.
And then
also they got to rest and they got to play at their home field.
So let me like
just kidding.
No, but like even then it's just like that's why you have to fucking win though.
Exactly.
And then that's why
you gotta win early.
And that's these grind out tournaments like double elimination.
Yeah.
In foreign land.
Because technically saying they're a bunch of foreigners, Frank?
No, this is a whole different country out there, my boy.
No bullshit. Like the park, definitely different world.
It's a different environment. Like, like what was it? I think Chris was messing around. Viltz was saying that there's like 500 people out there watching us. Like, there
was legit a lot of people watching.
Yeah, because like the whole Charros crew was there with their wives and kids.
Yeah,
so it was quite a bit of dudes and
Theos and shit. And then on top of that, there was a lot of guys that listen to podcasts that were out there watching,
talking shit.
They're talking shit to me through the fans, and I'm just like
cheering for the other team while they're on our side.
It was friendly shit though. Like we're homies and shit. Fucking shout out to G from the Tiburones. He was fucking like he was kind of pumping me up too. Like I'm not, he wasn't just like oh let's go Toros. He wasn't doing that either. Shout out Memo. He was over there too from the Aztecas.
Yeah. No, those dudes are cool as fuck.
And then shout out Nick Ibarra. He plays with the Owls.
Oh, okay.
Who? The Owls.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
But
oh, come on, man.
but not like it's just
Yeah.
it's a different environment for sure, and I think
Yeah, it's a good vibe. It's family friendly if you like that vibe.
yeah, and you just got to give everybody their props because like to be out there playing on those fields, I know they're not the best, but you still got that love and passion for it.
Yeah, and you're out there all day long, bro. Like, I mean, it's not like the Charros like came only for one game. Like they played they played the Toros at 10.
No, yeah, and then they were like there until what? I think we didn't get an update until like we got back, so like around 8 or 9. They didn't finish up.
Yeah,
it was worth it for them. Shit, they $4,000 richer.
Yeah, so that's another thing I wanted to mention. The effort that was put into what like the prizes that were won. So like there was on top of the money, like the winning team got rings. The rings actually look pretty decent.
Yeah, not
they look pretty good. It'd be cool to have one as a souvenir, but I guess you got to earn it. But if anyone's selling one on eBay, kidding. What else?
I think the runner-up ended up getting free team jerseys.
I think so. Yeah, I'd have
so like they didn't go home empty-handed.
And then there was a prize for like the championship game, like MVP or something like that.
Yeah, they got
they gave away a glove.
Yeah,
from one of their sponsors. I think it was Oro gloves.
I think so.
Oro, damn! Imagine if Oro, our guy Ro,
he'd probably be up there for us if we were to get to that spot.
1,000%, man. I mean, it's tough because like DT easily could take tournament MVP.
Oh yeah, for sure. But to be honest, I'm happy with the performance. I'm not satisfied. Correct. Like I think you mentioned before, like I think we obviously wanted to do better, but given the circumstances where we're at,
encouraged, not satisfied.
And there you go. That's the best. Yeah, and 3-2 is nothing to like. You know what I mean? There's a couple of teams.
We eliminated 3 teams.
Eliminated 3 teams, and then 2 teams didn't even get to see day 2.
Correct.
So, and I know
what teams were those?
I think it was the Mayos and IE Pirates / Winos.
There you go.
So, 2 of those 2 teams, and you know what? They were making fun of my fucking little jersey, my little heat press jersey.
Your little heat press.
I just wanted the boys to match, my boy. Like,
and they matched,
and they all did.
And they matched.
And you know what? We played 5 games.
Dog, we did the math. Hold on, we did the math on how much each shirt cost, and every shirt cost $5.
So we went budget friendly. Just wanted to keep the cost down, and we didn't want the guys to come out of pocket for anything. So
yeah, it
is what it is. And to be honest, those shirts played 5 games. Well,
they played 5. Yeah, 1,000%, dude. They played 5 games. $1 a game.
Yeah, I mean
$1 a game, baby.
$1 a game. So it's one of those things. But I'm just fucking around. But to be honest, you got to know the rules. And like I think the Miles had a really talented team, and they couldn't do shit with it,
right?
Because it's a different type of pressure, given the time limit.
Yeah.
Given the fact you're in a foreign land, and to be honest, you got to check your ego at the door and just say, you know what, we're going to ball. Whatever happens, happens. And I think that's what we did. And that's why I think we had a lot of success. I think the Dirtbags got pretty far too, because I don't think anybody really gave them a shot.
Yeah.
And I think they were a pleasant surprise because, to be honest, I think some people were saying they weren't even going to make it day 2.
Honestly, dude, I thought we were going to just beat the fuck out of them. That was my thoughts going into the game. I'm like, all right, we got these motherfuckers. Man. Like, we're going to beat the shit out of them. You know, and then we didn't.
No, yeah, we
didn't.
We couldn't put anything together, and then when we finally did, thank God it like worked out because there's a couple of times where I was thinking like, yo, this is gonna get sketchy. We might go home right now.
Yeah.
So, but we ended up like muscling it out.
It takes talent and luck to win ball games, man.
No, yeah, and then like shout out to them. Shout out to Chris.
Chris Lopez, manager of the Dirtbags.
Yeah.
Shout out Nicky Ladders for talking shit from first base.
Yeah.
we were talking.
He said something about my pop up because I got a little bit underneath the ball.
It wasn't high enough. I don't know what he said.
And then I just said, well, I would have picked that ball that he had just missed the play before. So you know what I mean? It's a little friendly banter.
He also has bad heels like us.
Yeah, that's fair.
Shout out to him for that.
Old motherfucker.
I know. I think he's like the manager of a new university in Riverside called Nobel.
Oh, okay.
Nobel University. He was because we bumped into them at the Baby Bros
Pizzeria.
The Baby Bros Diner. Fucking shout out that 80-ounce beer tower. That shit was lit.
I think me and Austin got one.
Yeah. I took some from both.
Yeah,
That was cool. That was fun.
but yeah, no, the tournament overall.
Tournament overall, dude. I would recommend.
If I had to give it a grading system from
Go.
A to F,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna give it a solid B minus.
A B minus. Okay.
Yes. And my justification for not an A, number one, the field,
Fair.
the game.
I would have to agree with that. Yeah.
Number two, the game times,
Mm-hmm.
and then just number three. I think me and you discussed it. Like, if they would have had the other fields open for us to play on, it would have been a lot easier to manage games and go back, and we would have knocked it out in a certain manner where like. It would have been a little bit more organized where you didn't have certain people going here, but obviously Vets League was playing.
Yeah.
So
I think if we use field 6 and not field 7, it could be very different.
no, yeah, because
that should look flat as fuck.
but the Vets League was using that one.
Yeah.
And it might be smaller dimensions too, like as far as like going out in the outfield. But it's just one of those things. I have to give it a B minus, and I'm not trying to be too critical because I know you do with what you got. But there's obviously aspects of it like that do give it. If it was 2.5 hour games, 3 hour games, it'd probably be a higher score.
Right.
If the fields were a little bit nicer, obviously, I think that knocks it down automatically.
Right. Just the fields.
Yeah, because
alone.
certain places, and this is just an honest review. I'm not trying to knock anybody.
No,
like I
definitely
said.
not. Because overall, dude, like the experience in the tournament, I think is what matters the most.
Experience wise, I had a great fucking time.
That shit was dope as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
I would play in it again.
No, for sure.
1,000%.
And I think
and I would recommend if
be
there's
more prepared.
Well, for teams, yes, be more prepared for teams. But if I would recommend another RBL tournament to any team that wants to play in an RBL tournament, I would recommend it for sure.
No, yeah.
And plus, like the tournament directors, they're good people, man. They're good people. I was chopping it up with them, and
and I brought up a couple concerns.
Yeah, and you did, and they actually heard you out.
Yeah, like it's not like they ignored me.
Open to fair, honest criticism to leading up to the tournament, because of course there was some things like the hour 50, like that shit. That shit, I was like, fuck, like
I was so happy just to get the extra 10 minutes.
Exactly, and for them to be open to that idea and like actually execute it, quickly.
Yeah,
like, hey, it's not 150 anymore. From 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock, that shit changed like that.
No, yeah, and then like. I want to give it a B minus too, and I think it could have been worse if the other teams were dog shit and just one team ran over everybody. Right. But every game was pretty competitive.
Yeah, I agree.
So like we played like for example, and we're just gonna use our team for example. We played Chattel's solid team. You know what I mean? We weren't sleeping on them. We knew when we were walking into it was gonna be a dogfight. Yeah, and it was.
Yeah, we knew that we had to come out hot and catch them sleeping. Really.
No, yeah.
That
and we almost did. We made a couple of mistakes, like sending Giovanni home. On that.
That's my mistake. And honestly, bro, like I would send him in that same exact situation. I'm sending him every single time.
Yeah, that dude just made a good throw.
They had to make the play to get him out, and they made the fucking play.
Because if that throw bounces, that ball dies, and he scores easy.
1,000%. And we tie the game on that. Next hitter, we take the lead.
Yeah,
we catch that momentum, bro. Like it's just very different.
Yeah, and that team was solid. Then we go and play the Winos, which I feel talent wise, they may have not been as good as the Charros, but they obviously had played with each other before.
Yeah,
they knew what was going on. They knew each other, so they did very well. They still got beat by what people would say a good margin, but it's not like they were out of the game at any point where they were just getting stomped.
Yeah, no, they were. I think that game was that was the game that was 6-3. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it was a lot closer at the beginning, and then we just kind of got a few more runs and just shut the door on them.
Yeah, and I think they scored 2 at the end, something like that. And I remember coming out of the restaurant, I was like, "Huh,
this might get interesting."
This is like this clock needs to hurry the fuck up and run out."
Yeah, I think that's when DT made that play on left, where he was like trailing back and given the angle and the fact that there's a slant.
They could have scored 2 runs to make it like 6-5 or something like that.
And he made that catch and ended that inning.
And it was a lot of fuck yes, let's fucking goes. Yeah, that's mostly what I wanted to do this tournament, just scream a lot.
Yeah, and then Blue Crew, we played them. They were pretty solid, and then an inning got away from them, and then that was it pretty much. Like, just capitalize on a couple hits here, getting some guys stringing together, and then going from there. And then when we played, who was it? The Dirtbags, tough ass game too. They came out scrappy, put the ball in play. There's a couple times where dudes just poked the ball out there and got a couple runs out of it. Yeah. So it's just one of those things where definitely like it was competitive. I think people were probably like, oh, hey, like, it's not going to be competitive. It's probably going to be 2 teams like everybody thought. And one of the teams that we thought was going to be a lot better, 0-2, gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, one of them for sure, the Winos, I know, like, we didn't know what we were going to get. Right. If we were going to get their Sunday team or if we were going to get a tournament team. So I think primarily they came out with their Sunday team. Yeah. And they still did all right. I don't think they were bad or horrible. So it's just one of those things. And I think it's just one of those things where that's where my grading comes from. It's like, it was a solid tournament. Obviously, it's not Arizona. Obviously, it's not Great Park.
And it could have been a lot different had the other 2 teams not dropped out.
Very true.
Those two teams being the SoCal Sharks and
the Yankees
and the NY Yankees, yeah, with a Q.
Yeah.
The Yankees.
I think they spelled the Yankees with the IES.
Yeah. I want to tell them like, Hermo, you spelled it wrong, but
you know what? It don't matter. If you don't pay, you don't get to say.
They weren't there. No, but I think that they dropped out because I think they thought they were still going to be in the playoffs in the league.
But we never play on Veterans Day, so it's kind of
that's what I mean, maybe they just didn't know. Maybe in the league they came from.
I'm gonna just keep the energy that I'm always gonna keep, and it's like this. You know, we don't play on Veterans Day.
Yeah, no, I know that, and I could have told anybody.
And everybody in the FBL,
we never play Veterans Day.
We never play Veterans Day.
And oddly enough, they were going to schedule the championship game 1. Shout out to the Mets and Royals again for playing each other again in the championship. Yay! Yay! Who you got?
Mets.
I got the Mets. I got the Mets.
I love the hateable Mets.
I got the Mets mostly because like at this point like I've played with a lot of them now, and so like they're kind of my boys. But I'm not knocking my homies on the Royals either. Like except Pat. Like fuck Pat. Kidding. Don't get mad, Pat.
Nah, but I think it would be nice to see the Mets win and not because I think the Royal dominance has been like pretty.
It's like, okay, guys, can you please stop winning championships? Jeez. Can we please like spread it around?
Well, I don't fuck that. If you're
fool, I'm just fucking around.
If you're dominant, bro, fuck it. Like just keep shitting on everybody.
Like Dory, just keep winning. Just keep winning.
So it's one of those things. But I think like, yeah, you're right. Like I know a lot of the Mets. I probably talk a lot more of the Mets than I do like Royals, maybe other than Pat and Milo. Yeah. But that's probably why I'm leaning more Mets. Yeah. And to be honest,
like the Mets like talk shit to me. They look at me and they're like, "Hey, you fucking old man!" Like I'm like, "Damn, what the fuck I do?"
It's just a young rowdy bunch.
That's just their energy.
They're a young rowdy bunch, man.
And it's nothing but love. Because like if they weren't talking shit to me, they probably don't like.
I have a good time watching him play.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think it's just because I try not to be that old head living in the past. Like, oh, back in my day, nobody would say that shit. Yeah, but back in my day, like, yeah, nobody was saying that shit or acting that way. But to be honest, I was also a lot younger. So now these young dudes coming in, dude, they're fucking good. Like, they're going to talk their shit like we talk their shit. And you're just a little butthurt that you're a little bit older. And you have a different pace now.
Hey, man, hey.
But, like, because most of the people that have a problem with the Mets are the older guys.
That's fair.
Like, 75% of the older guys don't like them. And then the other 25% like me. And maybe John Lane, a couple other guys are probably like,
wow.
These motherfuckers are funny as fuck, like, to me. Yeah. Because you can't really take it personal. They're not.
Yeah.
A lot of
they're just playing their game.
And to be honest.
It took me a long time to understand that.
And it's funny because I understood it, like, right away, which is, like, kind of like the back and forth me and you had, and even I still have with a couple other people on our team. All right. But I warned somebody one time we were playing, I was like, don't say shit to them. Because if you leave them alone. Yeah.
That's right.
They're just going to play ball and leave you alone. Yep. Somebody chirped at them, and next thing I knew, I had to hear it for the next. And not about me. I got to second base when I think I was talking to Fabian, one of the most lovable guys on that team.
Yeah, 1,000%.
And they start giving like he's like, "Hey Frank, I wasn't gonna say anything, bro, but that motherfucker said some shit."
I remember that shit.
And I told him I was like, "That fool knew better, dog. So you go off. You do whatever you got to do.
You do you, boo."
Yeah, it's nothing personal.
He was warned.
And we told him, I was like, "Hey."
Even I told them, like, don't fucking say anything to them. Like, they want you to say something. Don't say shit.
And I think there's been another guy I've seen that said something to him, like chatter, and then fucking, he said something back, we said something back to them, and it was all fun and games and shit, but like it wasn't that serious. But you got to pick and choose when you're gonna say shit to them. Yeah. So if we got them and we decide to say something, they're not gonna get mad about it. But if you go out of your way to say something to them, that's maybe not necessary. You don't need to say it.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to take it personal.
1,000%.
And they're going to use it as fuel to fuck you up.
Yeah.
And most of the time they do that.
Most of the time they do fuck you up.
So like,
so they got that going for them. But the Royals kind of are their kryptonite.
the savvy veterans, man.
The savvy vets, yeah, dude. It's gonna be a good series.
It's
Like,
pretty much old heads versus young heads. Like,
yeah, I'd say so. And this is their maybe 5th or 6th championship against each other.
is it? Like, it's been quite a few.
I know the Mets won one against them, and then after that the Royals went 3 in a row.
Okay, so they won one of those against them.
Yeah. I was there for that one. They were fucking letting the trophy have it.
Yeah,
That was a good series. I remember I took my little one to go watch that one.
and you just can't. It gets competitive, but
Yeah, it gets I mean, you get the heat of competition and all that shit. It's
with all that to say is like, just fucking play ball, dog. Like the
Just play
tournament
ball.
may have not been the greatest fucking thing on the planet,
Yeah.
but I had a fucking good time.
Yeah.
I was able to buy
It was-
tacos and micheladas.
It was great for us, bro.
Shit, I think during game 2 on Sunday,
Cup of corn.
yeah, I had esquite and fucking raspado, and I'm just sitting there and people were asking me questions. I'm like,
You're so paisa, bro. I'm not. I'm just.
it's funny because people don't get that from me. Like,
no, you give off a different vibe.
people always say like, and then they go like, "Oh, but you," I'm like, "Yeah, well, I speak Spanish. Yes, I like Mexican shit." But I think it's because I'm not a full Mexican. Like,
Right.
I'm like mixed. Like,
Yeah, you are mixed for sure.
so like, it's kind of one of those things. So like, I was raised by 2 different, like, I don't want to say cultures or stuff like that, because I think my mom acclimated to Mexican culture just because you're here around a bunch of Mexicans. So you start to kind of like take a lot of their stuff.
Fucking Mexicans.
But it's just one of those things. But yeah, like, it was just a good fucking time.
Right.
And then shout out to the Mets that helped us out. God bless the tune, because they
Yeah.
definitely helped us out.
Yep.
Fucking OC Rays lent us their manager or one of their managers.
They lent us their manager.
Fucking bands
That's
from
a
the
good one.
Moonshots.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking who else we
Shit.
got in the mix?
Guapos, DT.
Yeah, DT with the Guaps, Giovanni with Villita,
Formerly of Villita, now with Cañeros.
Cañeros. So shout out to them because they got a solid backstop back there.
Yep. Tune? You said Tune already?
Tune, yeah, God bless the Tune. And then to be honest, it's good to see Giovanni, like, because he's so much younger than us, just out there like picking everybody's brain.
The kid is passionate.
No, yeah,
The
you gotta
kid is
love that.
passionate, yeah.
And he's already like fucking biting at the bit, trying to get fucking back out there in another
Yeah, dude.
tournament.
This dude caught 5 whole games. Drank too much pre-workout.
Fucking blue chunks.
What was it? This fool drank gorilla mode. I'm over here like, yeah, C4 is enough for me. And this fool's on gorilla mode, bro. I don't even want to taste that. Like, I don't even want to smell it. Give me half scoop.
Nah, yeah, I don't even do pre-workout anymore. I never really did it because like I'm too like I drink a lot of caffeine,
Yeah, you have high tolerance. For
so
the
it's
caffeine.
like, and even when I did take really strong ones, it just like made me a little amped, and then that was it.
right.
Waste of money. I really just had protein and maybe BCAAs.
Yeah.
And then right now, just focus on leaning back up. But it's always good to see guys like Giovanni, guys like Vilt,
Picking brains. Yeah.
like all those guys. I always have a good time hanging out with them just because I feel like they motivate me to like want to change certain aspects of my game or
Yeah.
just get back into like a
Yeah,
certain type of shape.
Playing with these types of dudes, like you said, it gets motivating. It's like it kind of ignites a new little fire in the belly, you know, and it leads up to like another tournament.
Yeah.
You know, we wrapped up with the Moneyball tournament.
Yes, sir. I
Yep.
think so.
1,000%. I give it. Yeah, I'll probably give it like a B as well. Give it like a B. Again, I think the field's just not ideal, but
Yeah, but even then, like,
you know,
if these dudes were picking it in this unorthodox playing arrangement,
yeah.
like, you could only imagine what they would do on like smooth ass
On
fields.
something dope. Yeah.
Yeah, so like, it's the talent's still there.
Mhm.
It's not like they got lucky.
Right.
So it's just one of those things.
1,000%. Yeah. Honestly, dude, I think the best team won overall.
And Toros gave them a fucking fight too because they played them twice. And
Yeah, the Toros were good, man. They could have ended up playing 3 times.
yeah,
You know, had the Toros won, and the Charros ended up winning on like a walk-off single or something like that.
no,
So yeah, I met a couple of the guys from over there too. Shout out Mario Rodarte, that's Oscar Rodarte's cousin.
We were able to steal Oscar away from them.
Yeah,
We can't let the Chattels get richer, bro.
I know, man. The rich just get richer, bro.
Like, they had a couple kids on that team. I was like, God damn, all right.
These motherfuckers is good.
Good. had size on them.
Yeah.
They didn't look like lops. Like they were just like.
And they were all in fucking uniform.
Yeah.
That's another thing that's kind of like under the radar. Like all those fools were in uniform. Even the toros, they were all in uniform.
Yeah. We were all in
We were in all uniform. We
matching.
were all matching. I mean, maybe not the hats, but
the hats, who cares?
yeah, I think
They were
now,
all black.
there was a time where I was a huge stickler.
Yeah.
Huge stickler. Now I'm just like, try. Please
them out.
try. You know
I
what I
think
mean?
the running joke is like we're gonna wear gray pants even though we
Fuck
wear
you
white.
guys, man. I hate that. Like, please wear white pants. Oh, gray? No, white.
Fucking gray, fucking black. I think I threw black out there one time and you fucking.
I was just like, really, dude? Like, who the fuck wears black pants? No, that's softball shit.
That should be fun though.
No, dude. No.
I'm unorthodox too. I'm left-handed.
Yeah, dude. Nah, fuck black pants. If you wear blue pants, please don't throw a baseball over left field if you get tossed from a game.
Damn, that's true.
You probably deserve getting tossed.
Shout out to RBL for fucking hosting us
Yeah,
and
the
shit.
Ramirez Baseball League.
It may not all sound nice, but you know what? We appreciate you and what you did.
Yep, the talent's there. So if you looking for a good league to play in,
They're scrappy, man.
solid league to play in for sure. You know, they they use Whittier Narrows because a lot of these teams like to drink at their games.
Oh yeah,
So
different culture.
they can do that there, but you know, throughout the rest of their league though, like they don't only use that, you know, those parks. They use like some of the high schools and stuff, and I think they reserve those for teams that don't really want to be drinking and shit out there, you know, doing that stuff. And so
To each their own.
to each their own. Yeah, like me personally, like I'd rather play where we currently play. Like I'm happy there, so I'm good.
And just a disclaimer: if they ask you not to drink there, and you decide to, don't be a dumbass. Just make it discreet, throw your shit away, and nobody will give two fucks.
Exactly.
But if you are an asshole about it, you're gonna get treated like one, and you can't play the victim.
Exactly.
So
Dude, how many motherfuckers play the victim these days?
all I'm saying,
God damn.
it's like you do something wrong and it's our fault
Yeah.
because we want to maintain our field.
I ain't trying to lose that shit.
Nah, me neither, dog. 9 a.m. game.
Because then I got to fucking pay because your stupid fucking ass can't act right. Just act right, man.
And then even then, it's just one less field that's decent. And then like
In a good area.
in a good area. And then you complain, oh, well, we don't have nice fields. No, dumbass, because you fools.
Because your stupid ass wanted to smoke blunts in the fucking dugout in front of the cops.
Yeah. And then number two, it's like if you play in places like RBO and you like to drink and have a good time, and you do play at Whittier Narrows, fucking that shit's dope, bro.
Then enjoy it.
Yeah, enjoy it.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
I think somebody mentioned that it's dangerous. Like they'll play an 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock game, and they'll spend all day there and leave at midnight. I can't remember.
Oh, that was fucking. I think Memo said that shit. Yeah,
It's like I can see that though because there was a couple of times where I sat there and I'm like, I think we stayed for a little bit of the Charles Toros game, like after we were eliminated, and I could see how easily I could have stayed there for another few hours.
Oh yeah.
Like I was tired, but I would have been like kicking it, chopping it up with the homies.
Shout out the homie Jesse Martinez.
Oh yeah.
Goddamn, what a gem of a person, a gem of a Sunday leaguer.
What a sweetheart.
The fucking everybody's favorite heifer.
With the fupa.
With the fupa, yeah, with the fupa. Dude, the guy just wants to help the culture. Like he just wants the culture to grow. You know, so shout out to him, man. I'm gonna be having him on here pretty soon. Just whenever we can get the timing right, he's gonna be on this fucking show.
He's a dope dude.
And dog.
And for the record, he did not beat my ass this past weekend, no matter how many times he tells you.
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah, I'm sure
he actually had a truce.
Yeah, you guys did have a truce. You guys hugged it out.
Yeah.
It was cool. You guys made out and everything.
It wasn't like
awkward.
It's not like it was serious. You know what I mean?
Just a quick fling.
We were just being dramatic.
Just a quick like little 10 minutes. You know. But other than that, Frankie, man, this was really just a catch up.
No, for sure.
Catch up.
That's probably all over the place. I apologize for that, but
oh, it's all
you know
good,
what?
bro.
Fuck you. We're giving you something anyways.
I know, man. We don't know nobody nothing, bro. Like,
No.
don't nobody pay me nothing.
Oh,
Nobody pays. I ain't paying you to be here.
hey, top 10 teams.
Top 10 teams, real quick. Yeah.
Gators, 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 Gators,
Uh-huh.
and then everybody else.
Don't forget the daddies.
Daddies.
Daddies tournament's coming up.
Nah, I'm
real
just
soon.
fucking around. But if we had to go top 10, real top off the head. Let's knock
Off
it
the
out.
top of the head, I guess I go from 10 to 1. This is tough.
I think 1 to 10 would probably be easier because then you could just.
My favorite Sunday League team of all time hands down, not even a thought, is the Z Fighters.
Yeah.
The Z Fighters. They provide me entertainment. They are for the culture. I wish they were back.
Yeah.
But that's my all-time favorite Sunday League team right there.
But I
the
mean,
Z
like,
Fighters.
what is it like? Are we considering tournament teams?
They're probably the worst out of everybody.
But they're your favorite to watch.
But they're my favorite. Like, you want Bowski's top 10, the Z Fighters are number
Let's
one.
just make it more specific. And I think this is what the people want.
Oh, okay. People want to know who I think is the best.
The best, or let's say the top 10 tournament teams, or top 10 Sunday League teams, including tournaments.
Including their tournament experience.
Yeah.
That's tough, man.
It
That's
really
tough,
is.
Cause, yeah, I really need to take time to actually sit
If I had to
think that one out. But, like...
If I had to go off the top of my head right now...
In the mix, in no particular order, so I don't want anybody to get fucking butthurt about it.
I want them to get butthurt.
Huh?
I want them to get butthurt.
You want them to get butthurt?
Give them something to live for.
Yeah, I mean, shit, I need a list of teams. Obviously, the Serpientes are pretty fucking good. But they're also, like, mixed with, like, Sun Rocks. And my favorite, it's difficult. It's very, very...
There's, like, a lot of bias.
Okay, I'll tell you why it's biased for me. Because I know too much.
Yeah, that's true.
I know too much. So it's very hard for me to make, like, a legit list of, like
I think,
who, like...
I think if I had to go off the top of the head off of, like, this past...
I like the Threshers and Platoon a lot.
I like Threshers Platoon.
I like the Terror a lot.
Terror's solid.
I like Tijuana.
The Titans brought out, like, a super stacked team, I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't know how long they've been around.
I like the Titans / Yard Ghost / Sunrock / whoever the fuck else they're...
Whoever the fuck else is on that
Yeah.
team. The Dominicans.
The Dominicans.
Whatever team you're on, we like the Dominicans.
There's a team out in Florida. I think they're called the Delray Nationals.
Okay.
That's another really good team.
And that's crazy because they're way the fuck out there.
But yeah, that's that world over on that side.
Yeah, there's like an alternate East Coast Bowski probably doing the same thing you're doing right now.
Will never happen. For as much as I've missed, like, for as much as weeks that I've missed doing this, like I just haven't done it. Ain't nobody as consistent as me, man.
Nah, for sure.
Not with this.
You
anyways.
gotta pat yourself on the back. Huh?
I pat myself on the back all the time.
No, you got to.
I have to, bro. Like, one, because I gotta keep it for the culture. But
yeah,
Frankie's top 10. How about your top 10?
Fuck, if I had to go,
you're not biased, so
if I had to go off of what I know and what's gone on,
yeah.
If I had to go, let's say top 5.
Okay.
Let's go with Platoon, my number 1.
Okay.
Threshers 2.
Okay.
And that's not because I think one's better than the other, because they're probably gonna like get mad as fuck at me. So it could be Threshers 1, Platoon 2. I think the way David manages the Threshers is mad genius, and he does things like he had Rudy, which a lot of people are like, Rudy, like being on the team. Rudy Perez, shout out to you, dog. You fucking balled out.
Open legend.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And I don't think a lot of people thought you should have been there. And I'll keep it a buck. And you proved them wrong. So it is what it is. So I think the way he manages his team, I think Sal does a great job with the tune. Gets some fools together. Yeah. My favorite albino team. Yeah, I mean, like,
fuck. Okay.
Because they're Latinos at heart, bro.
Yeah.
I mean,
that they are. Yes, they are.
Yeah, they're Latinos at heart. I didn't even know Peters was like a quarter Mexican, bro. And he started speaking Spanish. I'm like, oh shit.
Like, I
was unfamiliar with your game, my boy.
Yeah.
But
I fucking love Austin.
But if I had to,
he's dope.
If I had to say accomplishments and like maybe like the time amount, like if I had to like combine a bunch of stuff, probably Tune, just because of the fact they've probably been there longer, done it longer.
Have they though?
I don't know. Like that's where I'm kind of like uneducated in that. But like, let's say they have the slight edge there, maybe more times in the open than the Threshers. I'm not exactly 100% sure. I could be wrong, and then David's gonna come for me.
Yeah.
Then Threshers number 2. Then you probably have that mixture of the Serpientes, Sunrocks.
Yeah, they got a fat pool of players.
Yeah, that's
so that it's hard to really like
all the San Gabriel Valley, San Fernando Valley fools that like are on that team, just ballers.
Yeah,
and they all played legitimate either Mexican baseball.
Yeah,
they went to 4 years here.
Yeah, I like the CBA Tigers a lot. Another good history.
Yeah, they
team with a good history.
So they would probably be somewhere in the mix there. But like, I'm being biased too. Like, it's legitimately like the teams that I know for the short amount of time that I came back to Sunday League.
Yeah,
like the podcast and then with the rankings and all that shit made me open my eyes to it.
Right.
So now I know like there's dudes out there like Emmons and Mercer Fortune that like hold it down and fucking kill it. And then you have all these dudes from the San Rock, Serpientes, fucking ballers. You have all these dudes that play pro ball that play on these other teams. So for sure, I'm gonna be biased. I'm gonna say Platoon Threshers 1 and 2, and that's all that really matters to me. Because those are my homies, and everybody else can like blow me.
Everybody else could blow me. There's like, I guess I could give shout outs to like teams that are not really from our immediate area. The Fresno Grizzlies are pretty solid. I like them a lot.
They came down and won the Irvine, right?
Beat the Heat, beat the Heat. Let me see. Obviously, Platoon. Obviously, the Threshers. Let me see. I'm looking at the thing here. It's because I need like a reference list, dude.
No, yeah, it's a lot of teams, and then they just break up and build again. And
the Kern County Stars is another one that I like a lot. We actually played.
No disrespect to them, I'm just not familiar with them.
No.
For me, I'm gonna be biased in that aspect.
Yeah, 1000%. Aventureros are pretty good.
Solid
the Kansas City Monarchs, bro, like that's another squad.
But they're like on a different division, right? They're like in
they play in 25s.
25s.
They play 25s.
But 25s are pretty solid. Like they're probably the 25 legends. They're like the 25.
Yeah. Let me see. The San Jose Reds. Slash Sox, like San Jose Sox. I think their tournament team is the Sox.
Okay.
They're pretty.
They always put a good team too. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Just a different pool of players too, because I think people forget that not everybody in SoCal.
The Venice Gays, like they're another one. Have you?
What about the spreadsheets? What division they play in?
The fucking spreadsheets. That's right.
Shout out to the homies.
Shout out to the homies on the spreadsheets. Yeah, bro. Let me see. Let me look at this 2024 ranking. Oh, the Sunday League Daddies, bro. Come on,
man. Fuck the Daddies, bro.
Can't forget about the Daddies, man.
We won one tournament.
Oh, you know who's fun, dude? Who's a fun tournament team is the Tribe, the SGV Tribe.
Oh yeah.
They got a fun squad.
With George and Mike and all them, right?
They got a big squad. Yeah.
Shout out. That's all those SGV fools too, though.
Yeah, that's all those SGV guys over there. So like, there's just SoCal's just saturated with talent. A favorite up and comer for me. The walk-ons, the San Diego walk-ons.
Oh yeah, no, Dylan runs a tight ship over there.
Yeah, they run a tight ship, and they're on their shit, man. They're just like, hey, we're not fucking around anymore.
Yeah, we're on this shit. Yeah.
Yeah, so the tournament team's gonna be looking pretty good. Obviously, the Serpientes, Tijuana. Let me see. That's about it, man. I mentioned the Tigers.
Just to circle back, I think all we're saying is this shit is way too complicated and you guys invest way too much time and money into this. Who fucking cares? Just go out.
This was who fucking cares?
Just go out there and win that shit and shut everybody else up. Because who won it last time?
In what?
In 18 Open?
In Arizona?
Yeah.
Twas the SoCal Titans.
So that was either.
So beat them and then you can shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Show up. When you said you were, you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things where everybody can discuss it, everybody can do this, but in that pressure and all that stuff, I've never been. So I also am speaking from like,
you love it. You will love it next year in 2025 Arizona with the Sunday League Daddies, Frankie.
No, and to be honest, it's like, I think all the chatter, like from an outside perspective, and this is all I'm gonna tell you is a couple of teams we discussed in here, you didn't win it. So you can't even be number one, according to you.
Right.
Because according to your logic and everything, you're not even number one on your own list. Because you didn't win it.
Right.
And whoever came in second, that's who came in second. Because technically they had the better Sunday/tournament team. So if I were going to go off of that, then the Threshers are higher than the Toon. Even though I think Toon historically is probably higher than them on that.
Right.
I could be...
I see what you're saying, yeah.
But just going off of their logic and the arguments I've heard, technically speaking, number one.
Oh, there is an argument. There is definitely there's a super secret argument going on that's never going to
And to be honest, logically, if you're going off of, okay, who's the better Sunday League team / tournament team? And we're taking tournament weight because it's all that fucking matters to some of these guys.
The Sluggos are also pretty good, dog.
Well, they went 0 for on the last one, so that hurt them pretty bad.
Fair.
So, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if you take into their Sunday League record and then the tournament, which one weighs more?
Yeah.
People are going to say the tournament because that's when you bring your, like, loaded team. And if you get spanked, like the Sluggos did.
Right.
And by spanked, I just mean they didn't win a game. So that kind of hurts them, right?
Dude, imagine going to a tournament and not winning a game. That's tough.
And you pay too. So it's like, so you know those guys are going to either come back next year and fuck people up, or it's a really slippery slope of a team not existing anymore.
Amen, brother. Because losing sucks dick.
So it's one of those things. If you could just like be on the fringes of winning, like it'll be enough to keep you coming back. But you just keep getting spanked. You just might be.
How would you put our team? Like based off of what you just said, like where would you put our team as far as where we're at? Because like we're like we got talented players, but like it just doesn't click.
With the Gators.
Yeah,
on Sunday?
On Sundays, it just doesn't fucking click. Like
I think too many guys are trying to be. I think the team still hasn't gelled, and if I were to give an honest opinion, it's like, given the fact that guys came from other teams, and like I'm not throwing shade or anything like that, it's just a straight, honest opinion of what I see. They were big shots on their team before, whether it was the Gators or whatever team they came from, or original Gators, from the Indians, from whatever team, right? They come on here, you have a bad season, and you're trying to validate the fact that you were a stud on this team. We know you're a stud, and that's why we grabbed you.
Yeah.
If we didn't grab you because we thought you were dog shit and we just needed somebody there. I mean, like, we know you can play.
Yeah.
So you got to convince yourself that you can play. And I think a lot of guys, instead of just going out there and like hitting and stuff, we just did too much. And then I think a couple of us were just in our own head.
Right.
So I think you had a tough beginning of the season, but also you kind of do yourself in with all your foul bomb talk on here, and so now like people know, like, whoa,
fucking foul ball bomb king, bro.
So like they know if they put you inside, they might be in danger of giving up a tank.
All right,
that's kind of like the
I see. Oh yeah, for sure. I'm putting myself out there, so now I got to make the adjustment. It's that simple.
Yeah, so it's one of those things where you got to either adjust and just look to put the ball in play.
Yeah,
and that's all I do every season, and I think that's where my success has been. But I think some of the other guys are just pressing so hard. They're like, damn, I didn't get a hit this game. And they're like, I need to get another one next game or 2 or 3. And they didn't get them. And it just kept spiraling out of control. And then guys that you didn't think were going to hit amazingly. So it's just one of those things where, like, the team right now, we're the best 3-9 team possible. Because I think, like, there is a handful of games that we flip it or we just keep our defense tight, or we do this thing right and we don't do that stupid thing. We win those games, and it is what it is. But to be honest, like I said, we're on the fringes of being really good, but we're also very we're in danger of,
we're teeter-tottering a lot.
And the whole thing is, it's like the guys have to believe in themselves, and they just have to get on the same page too. And like, to be honest, like I told a couple of people, if this shit don't work out, give a fuck, I'll let it implode. And I think that's the difference between me and maybe O, where I think like O means well. And like, this is just an honest opinion and review about it. I think O was trying to work really hard to like make it work, and other guys weren't giving that same effort.
Right.
And I'm not gonna say who wasn't or who was, but there are some people that like they would fuck up, they wouldn't take it seriously. They sit on the bench and everybody's looking at them like, what the fuck are you doing?
Right.
But then there's other guys like me, you, Lou, and a couple other guys were like, dude, we don't want to lose. Losing sucks. But if I can lose a game 1-0 and we balled out and the other team was just better, fuck it.
Yep.
But if we fucking go out there every Sunday and get fucking murked, and that's kind of like going back to that Sluggles conversation. They lost a lot of weight if you're going to look at it both Sunday and tournament team. But so did Platoon technically, because now like everybody's looking at Platoon because they were like the standard, I guess, for a while. Like they're number one. Yeah.
So that's the team to be. And then all of a sudden it started to kind of like shift around.
And it's like, it's not like the tournament's exposing them, because like the tournament's also very rigged for some people. Like
in what sense? Like
some people legitimately will go out of their way to make their team better by any means necessary. And they already have a solid team, but they just need that little edge to push them over. Right. So you got guys getting paid probably. You got a couple.
It's kind of like that fucking shit that I always say. Motherfuckers are afraid to lose with what they got.
No, yeah.
You know, and it's like, then you got no faith in your squad.
No, and then,
you know, me, hey man, like if I commit to a roster, like that's it. That's what we're going with. If we lose, I don't give a fuck. Like I trusted that my guys could do the job, and I'll trust them to do it again.
No, yeah.
You know, in the future.
And then sometimes you just have that bad fucking game, dude.
Sometimes you just fuck up.
Like, because easily we, like, the NABA tournament, like, we fuck up and, like, we're not in the ship. You know what I mean? And just because we slipped up a little bit, because the team that beat us wasn't better than us, but
they definitely were not better than us.
We don't score enough runs. We don't do something right in between there. We aren't playing for that championship the next day, or we have to come back early and play another game that we don't want to necessarily play. Right. So it's just one of those things where it's all a mixed bag. So like, if we're going to go the top ranked teams by their logic, by the super secret logic, you didn't win the tournament, and you brought your best fucking team out there, and you came in second place, then that's probably where you're going to fall, because you can't be top dog
if you didn't win.
Yeah, right. So like, by going by that logic, and let's say one team finished above the other, does that mean that team gets to leapfrog you?
Right.
Because historically, you've been better, but most recently, this team's better.
Right.
And the results are there.
Yeah.
So if you were 2 games away from where they're at, does that mean that they get like that much of a leapfrog moment? Because not only did they get there, maybe they didn't win it, but now they're like, they did better than you did technically, right? So by that logic, I can see why the argument's like, well, this team's technically better at this point in time than this one.
Right.
You know what I mean? So by that logic, and I'm just going off of their logic, I'm not saying like, to me historically, if I was going to do
there's some people that are like, whose logic?
The rapper, bro. Don't worry about it. If you don't know, you don't know. If you're not in the super secret,
Jesus,
slide in the DMs, ask us, but we might not tell you.
It's a secret. Well, Frankie, appreciate your time, man. I think we're going to wrap it up here.
For sure.
Other than that, man, I think, again, just to reiterate, tournament was dope. I would recommend it to anybody that would want to do it in the future.
Do more tournaments.
Do more tournaments, and also know what you're walking into. Like ask those fucking questions that might be annoying to you, but like, if you need to clarify something, clarify the fucking shit out of things, because if you're spending money. Some motherfuckers pay for the whole thing. Like, know what you're walking into.
Know what you're walking into, because you might go 0-2.
But also, I mean, if you got committed guys that are like part of your brotherhood or whatever you want to call it, like, play with your homies.
Yeah, keep nurturing that relationship for sure.
Yeah. Yes, nurture the relationships, man. Nurture those relationships, because, for a lot of people, like, it's all they fucking got.
Yeah, because I made new friends. Like, I never met Salvatore other than, like, in passing conversations. And Sal's a cool dude, man.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't...
It's cool as fuck.
Yeah. Same thing with Emmons. I never met him, and then I had a conversation with this cool dude. He's all over the place, kind of, but... and, like, not in a bad way. He just has so much, like, a fountain of information.
Yeah, yes.
So, like, he's telling you all this stuff, and you're just like, damn, for real.
You're like, whoa, slow down. Like, let me write this down.
Like, I don't mean... And then you got young guys like Giovanni that are just trying to pick your brain the whole time. And maybe they might not learn something from you, but that other guy on your team. So just do more tournaments. Have fun with the homies. Yeah. You don't know how much more.
Play ball with different people, man.
Not for sure.
Play ball with different people. Even if you're asking them to play with you, like, that's a different dude,
No, for sure.
That's kind of what I do on the daddies. But we'll see what I end up doing roster-wise. Don't be fucking coming to ask me, motherfuckers. I'll come to you.
No,
I will come to you. Or I'll send my proxy.
Yeah, by request only.
Yeah, invite only. Other than that, man, get the fuck out of here.
No, for sure.
Frankie, you're about to ask everybody for their umpire fees on the weekly or on the yearly, seasonally, whatever. How much umpire fees, Frank?
For the season?
Yeah, for the season.
$60, Doug.
$60.
Divided by 12, that's
$5. I rock hard at math. Let's get the fuck out of here, dog. I know you got to go work out with your lady. All right, man. Catch you on the next one.